Aye.
Okay, cool. So that's now working. So now I can go and do the rest of this without having to worry about missing this because shoutouts to Dog for magically dying on us.
Dog being dog, basically.
Dog being dog. Okay, so then I guess we'll wait for Lemon to get in here, and then we will begin. Since
Yeah.
again, I don't want to wait forever for this, because
Yeah.
there is a lot to do today. So
Yeah,
boy,
we gotta
got
explain to
work.
Lemon why his entire extended family's dead.
We've got work to do.
y'all got a job. Y'all got a mission to take care of, and
I'm surprised anyone would hire us after that last one.
Surprised we got paid after that last one.
True.
Huh. Is that how that works?
Aiden, you'll need to go into better detail for that third one because I don't quite understand the mechanics of it.
Oh, okay,
Let's
so on
look
the
at
top of the
that.
sheet, you have the option
It's
for
a
like-
grappling hook. Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
It's literally just a grappling hook. Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember what license this is. It's for right, we don't have mix, right? So we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Nice. Pretty cool.
I should put my image on there.
Oh, I have to pull up the mission information. Jesus.
Got him.
You worry me sometimes.
Docs. Oh, good. It pulled up the Lancer inventions, even though that's not at all what I was looking for. Thank you. Okay, mission specific.
So that's there. Do I have a token? Oh. It's not the right token.
That's the right token, Saber. That's your character.
Yeah, but I give you one that has like a transparency and a circle and stuff. Didn't I?
So doesn't it here? Hang on. Let me
That one.
hang on.
I'm gonna assume
You
RNG's
have to set that as the picture for your character. If you want it to be like that.
There you go. Give you guys somewhere to look around for your characters. Once
And mine looks funky too because I used a different version of the.
well, your character is literally
Picture.
just Keanu Reeves Weeaboo edition. He do though. Like, look at this boy. Like look at that. It's Keanu Reeves, but he's a weeb.
I know we just
Keanu Weebs. Don't touch my dog, Baka. Oh, that
so,
character. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, Saber. I forgot about that one. I don't know. Boy. What?
do you know how to do it in the Roll20?
I don't know if I thought I was already using it, but
So you have to
okay, cool. Lemon's here.
I can't come in the damn caster's booth.
Well, yeah, that's the point. So that way randoms
There's
can't get
always
in here by
two.
accident. That's the point.
But you're like, I messaged you, and then you're like, oh, where are you?
Oh
Where
yeah, I
do you
forgot.
think
It's
I
guaranteed
was?
damage, yeah.
I'm busy setting up for the rest of these people. You're not special anymore, Lemon.
Wait,
Not enough space in my heart.
Peace.
I gotta save enough room for the homies. I gotta love all of you. Save space for the homies, you know what I'm saying?
save space.
Yep. In my heart.
Home.
Alright, there's Lemon. Okay, so have you guys been able to add your character things to the in the map? Or do I need to create more character sheets?
I don't see my character.
Yeah, you have to
Well,
pick one that's
you have to
Pick one
yeah.
up and
one of the random
yeah.
names.
Oh, alright.
Like
She's a guardian
Kurgle.
person. Yeah, Kurgloop Kui,
Bless you.
Liege Odrake.
I just need to
Well-
need to change his name, really, right?
Yeah,
Basically,
pretty much.
yeah. I
Yeah,
just
pretty much.
want to have you
Name
guys.
and throw in like a picture.
Yeah, I just need you guys to have icons so that way I don't have to keep going in and manually assigning them to you because that's very annoying.
And you might want to
Des, I don't
assign,
see you. Oh, there we go. That works out.
You might want to like assign a default token, so you have to set a token and then set in the token that it represents that character, so that we can use like values and that'll
Who are you talking to?
you,
You.
the person
Oh.
that has access to do things on Roll20.
Ha. Hang on.
Is there an option to give like a? No, I don't think we can give access for that. Guess
For
I'll
what,
have to
sorry?
not be lazy and work. Also, instead of stacking all these icons, you could just disable the images. That'd be so much simpler.
No, I like all the pictures.
I like
So
stack.
what am I doing?
So you open Roll20.
she's in it.
Yeah.
So on the top right section, you have the next to the chat icon. There's like a thing that looks like
I know
a.
what the journal is.
Okay.
What am I doing?
So you pick one of them that has not been named to name your character. So like Krigaloop or Trio or whatever that.
Pick one,
Like,
put your name in, add
Basically-
the picture, done.
Yeah, just choose one without a picture. Because they all have names, but no
Yeah.
one here is named Tuewes.
Tway.
that's Trio. It's pipe in French.
It's pipe- are you serious?
Yeah, Trio. It's pipe in French.
Goddamn French.
Goddamn French.
Making words that don't exist.
Essentially, because why is some
Why is there an
considered
X?
a vowel? Why do they just have one
X is for
consonant
plural,
and
duh.
then nearly 5 vowels in a row? That's the
It's
dumbest
X
shit
plural.
I've ever seen.
Because French.
It gets
French.
worse.
Yes. the many
5 in a
baguettes
row.
in the field.
I don't even know of any English words with 5 vowels in a row. I know one with 4 in a row.
What's that now?
There's 4.
Because
Yeah,
like
all those letters that represent the
sometimes you consider Y to be a vowel, so I guess it's not technically 5 in a row, but it's about
Bingo.
as close as you're gonna get. What's his name?
I see 4 icons. I'm 6. I need another 3 plus. There's
Oh, yeah.
Des. And there's Aiden. I am missing. God, there's so fucking many of you. Oh no, dog's not here, so we're good to go. Lovely.
There we go.
All right.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Let me just do some rearranging real quick then.
Do I have time to go grab some muffins?
Go grab some muffins.
Muffins.
Go grab some.
Did
muffins.
actually ask how long it'll be.
It's okay. Muffins are definitely a worthwhile cause.
Fair enough. Oh, why'd you rename it? Dickhead dog makes more sense, but whatever.
So if I just click and drag, can I? Oh, I can add an image. Okay, lovely, cool. Because it needs
And
to
then
be
You have
starting.
you have like an art tab thing, and then you can
Oh
use
no,
those.
no, I need like
Mm.
character models that you guys can immediately interact with.
What?
But-
No, I love you.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that like if you set our token and then have the token represent our character sheet, then we can have values that will save when we change
Set it.
maps.
Set a token. Okay.
It's hard to
Run that-
describe.
Do that one more time. Except do it to me like I'm dumb. And 5.
Like it's hard to explain step by step when I don't have this screen in front of me. So I'm gonna try to
Then get good.
open one of my other games so I can see at the same time.
One of my other games, because I'm cool.
One of his pro gamer games.
Yeah, him and his cool gamer friends.
Playing a superior game.
Ooh, you watch your goddamn mouth right there, boy.
All right, so in Roll20 you have like an art library tab where you have like
Yep.
your different stuff.
Yep.
So from there you have like the things that you can upload, so you can
Yeah.
drag that into on the screen.
Yeah.
So like for example, like my token that has the round thing instead of just the box or whatever.
Yep.
When you drag it in, you have the option to like modify it, and there's a choice represents character.
So drag it in. Yeah, the little cogwheel, right?
Yeah, when you click on the cogwheel, it opens up
Yeah.
the edit token,
Yeah.
and you have a choice that represents character, and then from there you can choose the character sheet, like of the name of the character.
Oh, okay. Okay. And as long as that character has that assignment, it'll always be good.
Yeah, it'll remember that, and it'll save the
Oh.
name also, and then you can set some like bars. And
Yeah,
then
it did
when
that. I did that through the journal as well. So it's
and with the
interchangeable.
bars you can set values. Like for example, if you have if the character sheet
health
has
and
a value
stuff.
for health, yeah. So
Yeah,
once you've
yeah.
set everything on the character, then when you save changes, then you can open the sheet from the journal, and then when you edit, you have the option for default token. So you select the token, you do remove default token, and then add again, and then it'll have it automatically save those values every time you put it in.
Hang on.
Oh,
Okay, so now I'm at Lemon's character, and then what? Hit edit, you said? And can be controlled by only Lemon. So it should be good now, right?
So where it says default token, that's where you update it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying being able to move everyone's stuff around here. Let's start hiding them in the black. There we go. Now you gotta go find your stuff.
Pouring Lemon. Save. Show to players. Okay, so I didn't see anything about a default token. Oh,
Yeah, so
default
when you're editing, you have avatar and
okay.
default.
Yeah, got it. Okay. Cool. Hang on,
So
let me
that way
just-
the token will always default with the values that you saved whenever you drop it in, and if you change maps, it'll save it.
Okay, hang on. So this needs to be Aiden. Okay. In player's journal. Could be edited and controlled by. So when I use when default token comes up, only Lemons is showing up though.
Yeah, so essentially to assign the default token, you have to select like the actual token, then you want to remove the existing default token to re-add the new one.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, hang on. So
if you do this once, then we won't have to do it every time after.
yeah, I know. I'm just being dumb. So represented by Grid Jixon, okay, and then I go into Grid Jixon's edit, and then you select token. Okay, that's how it all works. Okay, cool. Save, close. All right, let me just come over to the starting screen. I'll just grab all of you as it goes. Select on Terran, select Terran, edit Terran. You select a token, close that. By match rim, save, close. Saber. Edit, close, Merlin. Oh god, you've got stuff everywhere. You select token, close, Saber, save. Okay, cool and good. Kaiser, edit. All players by Kaiser. You select token of Kaiser. Cool, close, Des, edit Des. Use Des. Can be controlled by Des. Okay. Cool.
So ideally, you would set values before saving the token so that it actually saves things like health and stuff like that. Because right now it's
doesn't. I mean, I'm just gonna have you guys keep track of that because if it hits 0, then you're gonna die anyways. Okay,
Joke's
so
on
everyone.
you. I can't die.
Joke's on you. I can't count.
Uh,
Okay, so everyone should be able to only control their character now. And your character journal should be defaulted to your icons, so that should also be cash money.
we're still seeing everybody else's stuff, I think.
oh,
Well,
we can see their
we
bio.
can
That's
see
yeah,
about
you can
it.
see their information. That's intentional.
Okay.
Unless you have some hidden shit, just keep it to yourself. Duh. Okay, cool. So everyone's good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me pull up this, make sure everything is set. It's not really, so give me a second. Just put 1, 2. Nope. Where's Kaiser? There's Kaiser.
Right here.
And Terran. Okay.
All right. Can someone catch me up on what happened in the first? Wait, have you had 1 or 2 sessions? I forget.
2.
What has happened?
How about you just stop right there and we start the game and you let me do my job?
I nuked the planet.
Last time on Let's Search, shall we?
I need an animated film.
An animated short film of the misadventures of when the
Flashbacks.
team fucking Blinkgate bombed an entire planet full of Blinkgate fuel.
Look, I'd
I-
fucking love to watch that as an animation, you know? It'd be great.
God.
I
So
nuked the
much
planet.
pain. So little time.
We're gonna do our own real shitty animation that's like 2 frames a second.
Fuck
Alright.
yeah.
PowerPoint.
Boy.
Yes.
Alright, so as
Fuck, I'm so zoomed in. Fuck.
yeah, just you might need to keep this it kind of zoomed out quite a bit just for all of the rest of this game. So many of you thank you, Saber. Many of you finally awake after the long sleep through cryospace. You were able to leave the Gemini star after it had been basically turned into a giant sunspot on a planet, and you've been peacefully traveling to the next your next area of operations, known as the Gaul planet or the Gaul system. You slowly awaken to the very pleasant melodies of what the fuck's your okay of Dom kind of calling all of you and beckoning you to the command center / area of the Blackstar ship, and you all kind of formally gather outside the door or inside the door to try and understand the situation you're currently in. Dom, he seems to be standing next to another man, a shirtless gentleman who seems to be kind of talking indistinctively with Dom, and he notices you and kind of waves you over and, you know, asks you to stand by him in front of the holodust. Come on in, come on in. How was the sleep? Great, glad to see you're as chatty as ever.
They just stare blankly at him.
Get over here, come on. Do you forget how to use your legs?
Apparently everyone else is dead.
Motherfucker, I am
Yeah, I
dead.
move myself.
Oh yeah, of course you're dead. You don't get it.
I was on the planet when you nuked it.
This here is
And of course,
This-
team lead's still
Clint.
hanging by the door.
Clint, introduce yourself to the group. Introduce yourself to Clint. I'm gonna go for a cigarette. Be right back. And he quite literally just gets out and leaves the room for a couple minutes.
Oh, okay.
Des, you dead?
Alright.
I'm dying.
Hey everybody, I'm Clint Revis.
Oh, Des is playing fucking paladins. Okay.
I'm a scrap
What do you want, Kaiser?
We're playing.
We started
Yeah.
I
a
know,
fucking
and I'm
game.
listening.
We're waiting for you.
We need you to talk
What
What are you
to.
waiting for me for?
You have to move
You're
your
the
character. Three. Anyways, basically all you need to know about me is I'm Clint Revis. I'm a scrap mechanic. That's all you need to know. Nothing else. Oh yeah, call sign Barbecue Twinkie if you need me.
Right. Well, I'm Marcus. Resident heavy weapon specialist, suppose.
This call sign Merlin. I'm the medic.
Just a sec. I'm killing something away.
It would be all right if people change their name in Discord or their nickname in Discord to their character name. So otherwise I'm gonna get very confused very fast.
Yeah, that's fair.
Awesome, thank you.
Can you guys go ahead and do that?
Is Aiden? He refuses to be anyone but Aiden in anything.
I just don't remember what Aiden's
It's
character name is.
Clint,
How could you
He's
forget
dead either
your-
way, so it doesn't matter.
Dead to
Oh
me.
yeah. How long does it take him to be recloned or whatever it
There we
is?
go.
I'll get into
Shouldn't be
that.
too
Don't
long.
worry. Kind of depends on the growth process and all that good stuff.
No, it's to make
So this
bombs to build.
does
destroy.
include The grit pool.
Oh, you guys, Ghost probably likes this. Oh, no. Oh.
Has Taryn, did you introduce yourself?
No, I had to look away a second ago. All right. I'm Hector Viscara. I'm not quite a scout, not specialized in that, but I do things. Call sign locksmith. Call me if you need me.
Alright.
I love how Lemon's picture in chat is broken. That's great. It's got like the fucking missing
It's just straight
image.
up broke.
It's great.
It broke.
After a couple minutes of, I guess, idle chatter, if that's the word we're gonna use, Dom comes back into the room, and he kind of moseys up to the table and goes, "Well, I know your previous squad leader had an unfortunate Blinkgate bomb incident, and we tried to clone him the best we could, but see, the problem with trying to copy in an assassin's mind is they're kind of used to this stuff. You know, they'll go in, they'll die, and whatever, no big deal. The problem is he didn't really give us a a really good test sample to work with for the cloning, so we were able to bring his body back, no problem. But he's a little. And as Dom finishes, Aiden, you kind of walk into the room.
Oh, hello everybody, it's me, I'm back. Shut up! I'm fine. Let's go.
Is he missing some chromosomes? What's going on with this?
Has the cloning process done, or did they stop halfway?
You guys is as good as
Is there a
mine.
discernible difference?
I'm
Yeah, he
staring
seemed-
directly at Kaiser's arm, by the way.
He seems a little half-baked.
Well, when we went through the cloning process, again, the body came out perfectly fine. We did exactly as we promised. We'll give you a body, but because it's only the first time that we were able to really get a good mind scan of him, it didn't come out fully himself anymore.
Wait, so I'm pretty new to all this cloning business and stuff. Can you modify certain parts of your body when you get cloned? I have an idea.
But it's not very safe. We don't really recommend it. We can perfectly mimic and duplicate your body as is, but we're still kind of working out the kinks of getting the personality down just right. So you might come out a little bit different every time.
Let's
So
talk
you're
about
telling me that I can't get really long hair if I die?
Son, you don't have hair.
Oh.
Anyways, where's the squad lead?
Here.
Oh, very good. All right, gather around, children. Katie's going to break down the mission, and Dom kind of steps back, and on the hollow table, it suddenly kind of like brims with life, and you see the ever familiar presence of a set of like firecrackers, mid fuse, as Katie begins to kind of make herself known, or make her presence known on the hollow table. She slowly, again, the fireworks begin to kind of spin around as each one begins to kind of pop off without any noise, but you can kind of see the tables, brimming with life, and Katie comes alive on the table. Hi, pilots. How's everyone doing today?
I am vastly confused.
Oh, everything's good. How about you? I look over to behind me and just staring at the ground.
Great.
Besides that, great.
Well, we've got a mission for you. You guys ready?
As ready as I'm going to be.
Good. So, today's mission is going to be quite simple. You'll be working as the bodyguards for a marriage.
Doesn't sound too simple.
Oh no, it'll be fine. You'll be working with the North Star Corporation. You'll be doing protective services over the dignitaries there.
I'm fine.
Dom kind
Seeing half a
of
thousand ways this can go wrong.
Dom walks back over and kind of leans in and goes, "Now I don't want to see any incidents. I had to pull a lot of strings to get this to work."
Are you telling me I quit being a scrap mechanic to go be some Dove's bodyguard?
What'd you say, boy? I didn't hear you over the coughing clone.
He still is. Yeah, his lungs need to grow a bit more, probably. I said, you're telling me I left my job as a scrap mechanic to be a bodyguard for some dumb Dove.
You signed
That
up,
is
didn't
exactly.
God damn it. All right.
I mean, does the
Whatever.
pay all right?
As long as you pay me, that's all I give a shit about.
5 million mana.
That's like Jack All, but you know what? It's better than nothing.
Sounds all right.
Yeah.
I only have 5 mana, so this is.
You motherfuckers, you don't understand how hard it was to get this job. Do you know how hard it was to try and convince these people to try and hire us after, the Blink Gate bomb incident?
Oh yes,
That
I
make the
remember well. It will never happen again.
Hell, that's the whole reason I hired you on, Scrap Boy. These idiots couldn't even handle a simple removal mission.
All right, so
Oh.
does that mean I'm the captain now?
No,
No.
she
Alright.
is. And
Oh.
Dom points towards Kisa.
She's
The
not
quiet
even.
one.
She's on her phone right now. She's not even paying attention.
I don't have a phone.
What are you holding in your hand there?
Nothing.
Grenades.
Grenades.
Do y'all have any questions before this begins?
I'm gonna need to borrow a different weapon then.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we protecting them?
Well, the North Star Corporation, they have a lot of enemies. Do you know what the Everest mech is?
No.
Well, let me start from the top then. The North Star Company is corporation is a combination of two different total civilian entities. One of those being the Interplanetary Space something, and the other one being the North Star Corporation. They're actually a combination. So their full title is the ISPN, and they're essentially just a logistics company. So when you travel throughout the space, if you ever need to order something, their job is quite literally to take thing from planet A and deliver it to planet B as safely as possible. However, because they initially starting out as basically a roving band of pirates and then just monopolized on their opportunity, they're a bit more archaic, if you will, when it comes to certain events. One of those being weddings, especially. You're going to be protecting the essentially bride and groom to be for this event, and the mission, if you will, is to make sure no one dies. If any of them die, I have to pay for all the costs to take care of the wedding, and ISPN wedding or funerals are expensive to say the least. Also, this would be a great opportunity for you guys to schmooze up to some of those higher ups and possibly get us some additional contacts or jobs. I don't know. Simply put, I don't know where else we can go with all of you. We have Team 2 who's quite capable with doing more smaller end jobs, but since there's 7 of you, we need to find larger contracts and we need to find bigger methods of revenue. So use this opportunity, try and talk to people, don't let anyone die, and by God, please make sure this goes well.
I have a question.
What?
Let's say this for some stupid reason this goes very wrong. Does this mean we don't get paid? Like, or like?
Don't fuck it up.
Okay.
Good luck and don't fuck it.
So our goal is to make these people not die. Got it.
Your goal is to make sure the whole thing goes without any blood loss from your side. I don't care what happens. Who you have to make sure it doesn't happen. No one dies on your side.
Oh, someone's dying right here.
That's the cloning procedure. We might have a couple more kinks to work out on it.
Grit just falls over.
All right.
Well, at least
Do you guys
I can
need
look
any
at this.
equipment? Anything else?
Yeah, I'm switching out my primary weapon. I'm put my primary weapon up for the moment and switch out to a new one.
Okay.
Because if shit really does go down, I can't rely on that one. Not for the scale of things I expect we are gonna be doing.
But rocket launcher. Mm.
For the wedding, is it a do they have a like no weapons policy as you go in, or how do they have?
You're the bodyguards. You're expected to have weapons.
Okay, good.
Can we get back up this time?
Can we get like a nice suit,
What do you mean?
like a bodyguard's kind of suit?
You can equip heavier gear. I don't care. Just make
No,
sure
I
no
meant-
one dies.
I meant like can we get like a tuxedo to look good?
You can, but how are you supposed to cover yourself with armor?
Well, you put it underneath it.
Son, this is designed to stop bullets, not look good.
Does
Okay.
it look like I could fit this under a tux? And just point to the fucking
you-
heavy plate all over me, like.
You put the tux underneath, so you know that you look fancy.
My suit turns into a tux. by the
By
way.
the fact that they
Merlin,
hired us,
I'll
I
tell you
take it
right
they're-
now, they're not expecting you to look nice. They know that this is going to be an easy target for anyone that's trying to attack the wedding. Your job is merely to ensure the safety of those around here, around the
We
wedding.
require more people.
Okay, how many do you need?
Oh, let's see. How many do we have now?
Do you have an idea of how many people are going to be at the reception? Like
Uh,
ballpark?
You're looking at a lot. I mean, again, this is going to be a very, very
How big?
So like
30
50
plus.
or like 1,000 or
30 plus people.
okay.
Yeah.
Can we get an additional 8 men?
That's doable. I'll add it to the final cost of the payout, assuming you're actually able to make sure no one dies. But yeah, absolutely.
Now hold on here. I know I'm new, but I like money. Do we need to split it with 8 more people? I feel like 7 people's enough for this job.
Well,
I mean,
the other 8 people get a fixed amount of the money.
They're
So why
squads.
do we
They don't really cost a whole lot, but you might want the extra protection.
Alright.
Clone, shut up. Do you want to equip the squad with
Quietly on the
anything?
floor.
Anti-infantry, anti-mech, flying. What do you want to do with them?
I'm sitting in the corner and drawing.
Expecting mechs to be a problem.
I wouldn't say that you shouldn't. This is a each person. Let me put it like this: each person at that wedding is usually the sole proprietor of at least 2 to 3 planets worth of income.
Okay,
So,
so
we're expecting to all get kidnapped / killed by mechs. Got it.
Seize
the
their assets.
the venue that we're going to be at, is it like an
Mhm.
outdoor venue or is it indoors?
Yes. So the venue itself is going to be held on hell, how do you say this name? Hang on, let me. Katie, what's the name of the planet? Just give us a brief rundown. Sure, Dom. The planet is Gaul 7, one of the original 7 planets that the ISPN initially landed on. It is known for its not only beauty, but it's Gaul, as in the old yes, Gaul.
Okay.
Known for one of the great planets of the 7 systems. Now there is a total of 7. 2 are used as dead worlds, one for military uses, and the other one is more mind. With the remaining planets, each one is dedicated to its own specialization. So you have culture, research, military, and training, with Gaul 7 being the crown jewel of the system. The wedding itself will be held on Gaul 7, and the current president and vice president will be there attending.
Can we raise that up to 10 men?
You can if you want. It's going to cost you.
How much are we gonna get paid?
5 million mana.
And how much does each person cost?
You're looking between 15 to 20,000 mana per man.
Yeah, we'll take 10.
Okay. Again, do you want them all to be equipped with anything specific?
We want the best of the best.
Does
We're not gonna
different
get out
does
of that,
different equipment cost different amounts?
Yes. Well,
What's
I
the
mean, let me put it like this to you very simply. You gonna give a guy an AK-47 to go after a mech, or do you want to give a guy an anti-mech launcher?
That's fair. How much does the anti-mech equipment cost?
It's an additional 5,000 per man.
That's
Do we
not too
have-
bad.
Do we have explosion vests?
If I can get you one.
How much do those cost?
My
They're
eyes
gonna
start
cost you a
glowing.
pretty penny, but if you're going
They're
up
gonna
against
cost my damn life, of course.
Well, let me put it like this
Uh,
here, son. You're going to be going up, if you're ever going to go up against anything larger than, I don't know, a car, that vest ain't going to do you a whole lot.
Yeah, quick question.
Hmm.
Do we have a guest list for this reception?
No. You're going to have to be going in and just keep an eye on everyone.
So it's
I
an
don't-
open reception. Anyone can show up. Got it.
The president has already exclusively picked out who will be attending / not attending, so it shouldn't be something that we'll have to be concerned with.
So there is a guest list. We just don't have it.
Correct.
Because it'll make my whole life a whole lot easier to prevent unauthorized people from getting in if I actually had the guest list.
Well, that sounds like a you problem and not a me problem.
Do they have an... Are we their designated security? Is there any other security on site that they hired themselves?
There might be, but again, all I know is we've been contracted out, and I'm sending all 7 of you because we can get more money off of having more of you go.
Alright. I can work with that.
So who do we talk to when we get there?
You're gonna want to look for a man by the name of Leon Ironhand. Him and Beatrice Steelframe are going to be the 2 getting married. You'll then want to keep an eye on Ulysses and Ivana Ironhand. Those are going to be the president and vice president of the entire corporation.
Said last name Ironhand.
Mm-hmm.
Am I taking notes?
You can if you want.
I want to like note down all these names on like some pad or whatever that I can access later.
Sure. I'll post it in the Discord.
I don't
Good.
suppose we could possibly get some surveillance gear, so we can make sure we can keep an eye on the perimeter.
That's a great idea. Yeah, I can post you up with some surveillance equipment. Don't worry about it. That'll be on me.
Hey, cheers.
So again, the venue, is it like inside a building or is it
It's
like
going to
an
be
outdoor?
held on the King's Landing. This is where the original pirate king of the North Star Corporation initially landed on Gaul 7 after basically invading the planet. So it's a very symbolic location for the ISPN.
Oh, I forgot to mention when I left my last job, I obtained an Omni hook, so
Mhm.
we got that on our side.
Right. Any other questions?
What time do we have to be there for?
Well, we should be making planetfall here within the next couple hours, so if you need to get anything done, please feel free to go do so, and then just find one of the pilots, and they'll go ahead and drop you off outside the venue.
I start measuring Kaiser's arm.
Okay there.
Everything is perfectly fine.
Any other questions for me, pilots?
When will we get our
Touch.
guys?
They'll be. I'll send them down to the drop pod or the drop ship to meet you there.
Could we possibly get them earlier than that?
Do you need something with them?
The plan, yes. We would like to construct the plan before we get there.
All right, I'll have them meet you in this room then.
Hold up a sec.
Perfect.
And can we get some charges like to what was the thing we used last time against mechs?
The EMP grenade things.
The CEMPs.
There you go.
Yeah, can we get some of that if we have to like disable next.
Yep. I'll put it on your. I'll charge it to your account.
All right.
How many do you want?
How many does it take to disable a mech?
One grenade itself will disable one leg per mech, assuming you can get there without dying.
Right. I'll just take 2.
Anyone else?
I'll take one as well, just to be safe. Thank you, Aiden.
Eh.
All right. Well, then with that, I will call in the 10 men that you can use for your squad, and I will be on my way.
Thank you.
And with that, he kind of steps into the door behind him and disappears from sight. Just give me a couple seconds while I pull up the squad.
You're fine.
What the hell are you doing, Aiden?
Can you mute yourself when you're doing all that noise?
Hold on.
It's the measuring tape.
Obviously, a small snake has gotten into his keyboard and he's trying to get it out.
But of course.
Thank
Don't
you.
hurt the nature noodle.
I can just imagine him ripping the keys off his keyboard.
Fucking little shit.
After a couple seconds of you guys, I guess, just idly loitering inside the command room, a group of soldiers begin to kind of pile in from the door that Dom had exited.
Oh, yes, the S-Class.
They're what the hell is that noise? Each icon is just going to represent 2 men.
Okay.
Wait, so that's 12 men you
That's
just got in.
12.
We requested 10!
Dom's, ma'am. Dom sent a baker's dozen, ma'am.
Okay, cool. You guys are
All right.
cool.
Let's do a quick get to know each other activity. Can we get all of your names and some background history, please?
Ma'am, awaiting your orders.
Right. I would actually really like to get a list of your names so that we can separate you guys into groups.
Ma'am, you're talking to the guy that's responding is this guy. He kind of uses his left arm and points. This is Squad Bravo, and then he kind of brings his hand back to himself. We are Squad Alpha. How can we help you?
Okay, cool. You guys are already separated into 2 squads. Cool. Okay, guys, let's construct a plan.
Go ahead and mark them up real quick. Just give me a sec.
I need to do like this southern accent is killing my voice. I can't do it.
That's what you get for trying to pick an accent.
Something less. Something slightly less, but not normal.
Sadly, we do not have a map of the place that we are going to.
Yeah, we really.
However, since we're going to split up into 3 groups, I would say, since in total, I believe there are 16 of us. So we should split up in groups of 5s, and then of course the extra man goes to one other group. I don't really know how big this is going to be. He said 30 people or more should be there, so not too many. The surveillance idea was a really good idea. But as I was saying, we should split up into 3 groups, keep an eye out, stay on comms. Do we all have comms, right?
Well, I have that, what's it called? I have with me an Omni hook, which allows for the communication data transfer and limited hot spotting. It says usually a squad has one, and I heard no one else had one, so I grabbed one.
Yeah, that's really good. So will there be a way for all of us to communicate through that?
I think the hotspot should reach you guys. Ghost, do you know the range on the hotspot, or?
No idea, but it should. I mean, you're going to a wide open area, so it's not like there's gonna be any sort of signal. Bless you, Jesus Christ.
Excuse me.
There shouldn't be any sort of signal interference to be worried about.
All right. So then,
So-
yeah, we should be able to just radio each other with that, hopefully.
Should we ask?
Oh, great Jesus that watches over us. Can we radio each other with the Omni hook? Let us know.
In the comments below.
In the
In the
comments, make
comments
sure to like and subscribe.
below.
What are your questions?
Can we radio each other with the Omni hook while we're on the mission?
It's an Omni hook. That's
In
not.
general?
Wait, hang on. Read. What does the Omni hook do? Let's start there.
Well, it says hotspot, so I don't know what that means in this, why we need a hotspot, but it's allows for communication, data transfer, and limited hotspotting.
It's your own
Yeah,
private.
it's essentially
It's a radio.
internet-based
Basically a
station. Yeah.
box.
Yeah,
That's
you're carrying around a modem essentially.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
it's your own private.
Do we all
Yeah.
have like little I don't know, phones or something?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
So
Like
you guys
earpiece
have basic communications like channels. So you can upload and send data through Lemon as long as he's close enough. But you're able to do basic communication, and with the Omni hook you're able to transfer data through Lemon to someone else if that's needed.
Okay,
Do
cool.
we have like earpieces?
Yes,
We've got
they're
our
essentially
mouths.
earpieces.
I also have data plating in addition to the OmniHook capacity.
Which does what?
Basically, it's a mini version of the OmniHook.
Okay.
It allows me to have an AR display, subvocal communication, and universal translation, among other things.
If you hook it into my Omni hook, you can play StarCraft 2.
I mean,
So-
probably.
All right. So then, how
Us,
we'll
maybe
handle
Untitled
this
Untitled.
is
All right.
everyone
I got an idea.
besides Lemon can communicate and send data to Lemon, who can then Lemon's the central hub. So you can send
Yeah.
Lemon can send and receive data. Terran is able to actually utilize any data that is sent though, because he has the data plating. So even if you receive data, you're not able to actively use it unless you have the data plating.
I feel like this is a point we're not going to use it all, but it's nice to clarify.
No, I don't. At some point, we'll probably come over a situation where that'll be very useful because I forgot about it, and then it'll be very nice to have. So it'll happen.
Okay.
Well, it means I can look over the security cams, but y'all may not be able to.
Correct.
And I provide you the internet for security cams. Haha! I see.
Yes.
So like basic radio communications are not a common thing then? We can't just have like a...
Radio
Well,
communications are common, but data transferring is not.
Right, but I mean if you want to just like have audio conversations between each others, like with the... Like
Yeah, that's doable.
yeah.
Even if
Okay,
Lemon's Omni hook gets busted or anything, you can still communicate. You just can't move data.
Okay.
Right, okay, yeah.
And
So
just
I was like-
We just can't send Snapchats to each other. You know?
Right.
Okay,
You can't send feet
Can't
pics.
send memes?
Yeah.
as a general question, because I'm still pretty new, are we going to be in our mechs or are we just out with like our weapons?
My guy, we don't have mechs.
Oh, all right.
Let's try
Out with
to-
our weapons it is. I
Okay,
should
so
have chosen-
can I continue with my plan?
Hmm.
So, back on the communication thing, each group should be on their own communication line and then have not one person. Well, yeah, have one person who's basically like not the lookout, but like if something goes wrong, then they contact that person, like Lemon or Terran, and then we alert each other that way. So it's not confusing. Squad 1 will talk to Squad 1, Squad 2 will talk to Squad 2, Squad 3 will talk to Squad 3, and would we happen to have flare guns as well? I don't know what kind of place this is, if it's going to be indoors or outdoors. But we should definitely have all forms of signaling each other. in case something goes wrong.
New drinking game. Take a shot every time someone in the team asks if it's indoors or outdoors.
Yes.
I mean, we asked and you said it's on planet.
Yeah, you never actually
Yeah,
answered. That's why
you
we kept
never
asking.
answered.
Oh, it's outdoors.
Okay,
in a
so then
giant
players
open
would be
field.
good.
It's outdoors, giant fucking open field.
Oh, well then let
Okay.
me switch my suit to a mobile suit.
See, it's things like this that we need to know, my guy.
Yeah.
Because I asked and you didn't really give us a clear answer, so I was like, I'm gonna assume it's indoors then.
What is the planet temperature today?
Calm?
Is there like weather patterns? Like, does it rain on this planet? Is there acid rain? Is there like
It's a
storms?
it
Is
is
there-
the crown jewel of Gaul 7. It is gorgeous. The weather is never bad.
Sounds like a
it's
shit
just
place to be.
it's a beautiful planet. It's a very lush, vibrant. Think of essentially Earth, but with a little less water and more grass.
Springtime.
I feel
It's
like if there was
permanent
less water,
springtime.
there'd be less grass, but you know.
No, that's the secret about the grass. It's always green.
Oh. So is it
Always
grass?
has been.
It's space grass.
Oh. I do not
So-
understand.
Alright, well let me switch my suit to the mobility hard suit that I was thinking about then.
Nah,
I
dude,
thought it was-
heavy hard suit all the way.
This guy gets it.
I wanna move, man. I wanna get
No,
Fly
dude,
and
I'm just a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I start
I'm splitting
measuring
the difference
Clint's
with an
arm.
assault hard suit.
Yeah,
I'm
that's why
measuring-
I went initially, but then now that it's outdoors, I'm like, I wanna move, man. I wanna go places and do shit.
Yeah, if I don't answer your question directly, just rephrase it so that way I understand what you're trying to get at, because I might not have understood what you're trying to ask. Just
Yeah,
See,
for
do I
future
feel
reference.
like what's his name was bullying me for asking for surveillance gear because it's outdoors, but yeah, whatever.
I'm measuring Clint's arm.
Well, then I'm gonna go through my stuff again and see what I'm taking since it's outdoors.
Ma'am, any other requests from us? Ma'am.
We're still conducting a plan.
Understood.
So what does everyone think about the open comms idea?
Open comms is definitely a good idea. I suggest a perimeter that's at least range 10 larger than the actual reception, just so someone doesn't take a pot shot from the edge of the venue.
What is the radius of the reception? Because that may not be a good idea. If it's quite large, then we'll have to space ourselves out further and allow for more gaps in our defense. There may be an optimal area where we all kind of just intersect our radiuses.
Yeah, but if someone takes a pot shot from beyond their surveillance range, that'll still be a problem.
The thing is, though, I feel like we should also have like maybe people in the crowd as well,
Yeah.
because we don't know if anyone might have might try and sneak in as one of the guests. You know.
Ooh.
Which is why I
Should
was asking about the
probably-
guest list, is because using the data plating, I can filter guests from
Well,
non-guests. So if someone,
that's something you're gonna have to talk to the.
yeah, I'm gonna talk to Ulysses
Iron Hand.
Ironhand when we hit the ground.
How about
Yeah.
how about we have our security guards on that outer layer and then us six kind of in a middle layer,
That's
or
what
some
I
of
was
us,
gonna say.
That's probably a good idea right there.
Yeah.
and then some just in the crowd, but then kind of have like some us around the outer edge of the crowd
Mm.
for the most part.
And have we decided what we're equipping the squads with?
Knives.
I was just gonna equip them with everything.
Everything.
A lot of the anti-mech weapons really can be used against pilots too. It's just you have to watch out for collateral damage. So I'd suggest medium to heavy signatures.
Okay. So, any other ideas before we take off?
What food are they serving at the wedding? Are we allowed to eat there?
That's a good question.
Because I'll be hungry.
I'm pretty sure there's food here though.
Why don't we just?
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the
There
kitchen
we go.
real quick.
Going out.
Who are you, I
And
was gonna say,
Clint
who are you
leaves to
asking?
go to the kitchen.
Okay, so Squad A, I believe. I forgot your squad names.
Alpha and
And
Bravo,
Bravo.
ma'am.
Yeah.
It's literally just A and B.
Squad A and Squad B, do you understand what we are doing?
Not at all, ma'am.
Okay, so basically we are running a mission to protect a important wedding. So what we need you guys to do is basically just stand guard and stay on your communications devices to tell us if anything suspicious is happening outside. When we get there, we don't really know who is invited and uninvited yet. But for now, if somebody attacks you, attack back and also tell us over comms what's happening. We will assign you where to stand and stay at post. Is that clear so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you understand? Do you guys know how to stay on comms?
Ma'am, we've had multiple military years of experience. We know how comms work, ma'am.
Okay, do you know what radio station we'll be on?
No, ma'am.
Does anyone know what radio station we'll be on? I'll take that as a no. Alright. Well, I guess I'll go ask
It doesn't matter. Just choose one.
Moriarty. I don't know what comms there are.
Ma'am, Alpha and Bravo can be on channel comms 1 and 2, and then you can assign additional people per your requests.
Thank you, you're very helpful.
Ma'am.
Who's bringing heavy hard suits real quick? I'm directing this at our group, not the additional squads.
Yo.
Is it just Marcus that's bringing heavy hard suit?
I mean, my question is, where are you getting this of a gear from? You know, to just freely swap in and out.
We're still
I'm assuming the
right?
ship has an armory.
You can go to the armor, you'll just have to swap out your armor.
Yeah, do we have the
Also-
surveillance gear? Does it include a personal drone?
No,
would be
it's
here.
just so you'll have 3 kind of proximity sensors, and then a like 1 long range kind of orbital scanner.
So
particularly helpful. Not at this sort of event.
So it could be useful to have someone in the group have a drone flying above, and I guess the drone is like a camera that we can use.
But if we have 1 or more people that has a heavy hard suit, I suggest sticking them right next to the target, their protection target, and that way they can just kind of hop in front of them if things do go wrong.
That's a good idea.
I should probably do that. Like using, I have a patch and corrective, so if anything goes down, like if the target gets like harmed or whatever, I can bring him back. So I guess I just go with a hard suit and be like right next to it.
I mean, I also have a corrective, so
Yeah, well, it looks like we have more than 1 protection target, so between the 2 of you, it should be fine.
All right, yeah, we can do that.
And then I'll just kind of be in the crowd unless anybody has any better ideas.
That's really good. So I believe we have a pretty solid plan down. We just don't know what the area will be like per se.
Yep. We'll fine tune it when we get down there.
I got shit to invent and create ghosts, so I'm gonna go do that now.
All right.
Alright, Squad A and B, thank you for joining us.
Ma'am, where would you like us to report to?
To the ship that
Absolutely,
we will
ma'am.
be leaving.
As you say that, they all do the quick, pose salute, and then begin to file out of the room, group by group.
So, does everyone think we have a pretty solid plan now? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah, we'll fine tune it when we get down there. It'll be fine.
Grit. Grit. Aiden, Grit.
Hello, yes.
Anything to add?
I have some inventions.
What kind of inventions?
Only Heartsuit wearers can use it, and I highly recommend we post them besides the bride and the groom.
Alright. What is it that you have?
I have to build it first. I leave to go do that now.
Alright. How about you, Marcus?
Seems to be fine. Well, I'm a bit worried about whatever the fuck he's fucking conked off to go do.
I walk back in and I grab Marcus and Clinton. I'm dragging them with me.
Alrighty.
I'll go along willingly, because I'm pretty sure I could quite
Yeah,
happily.
try to make sure whatever he's building is safe before you use it.
He's perfectly fine. He's fine.
Says the guy who got himself blown up last mission.
The thermonuclear bomb is another project. Don't worry.
Alright.
I already worry about our safety.
I'm putting you in charge of that.
Ghost,
Hmm?
is invention time?
Yeah, go for it.
Yes.
Again, you guys all still have one like full rest to go and take care of whatever you need to go to. You have the wedding is actually going to begin, quote unquote, the next day. So you're over the plan. Oh, you're over Gaul 7. However, it's still one full day cycle before it begins. So if you need to get anything taken care of, now is your chance, and then the mission will begin.
We are allowed to hire mechs after the fact, yes?
You can
Okay.
if you want.
Well, you might have to
I
go
just
for
want to
the
know
better
whether or
option.
not I had the option.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's up to the squad lead, but they can hire either Dom, the Green Caber, or the other one, Orizian.
That third one.
The third lad.
You guys would like to hire someone?
No, not at the moment, but I just wanted to know, make sure the option was available.
Well, yeah.
The Dreadnought. There we go. Yeah, you can hire Invictus, the Dreadnought, or the Green Caber, but it's all up to you guys, the squad lead's discretion. And again, you've already hired 10 men with, to my understanding, 10 anti-mech centric weapons, 3 CEMPs, and then if you want to hire the Dreadnought, the mechs, you can at, of course, equal costs.
Let's go with what we got for now.
Sounds
If
good.
we need the mechs, we can call them in later.
You can't call them in mid-mission.
Oh, you can't?
That's literally
Well,
what we asked.
you would be again, you're going from orbital to planet side, which not only takes time, but also getting all of the mechs kitted and prepared, it takes time to move something the size of a building.
Yeah.
Just-
Well, we got 10 or 12 guys with anti-mech weaponry. We should be fine. First thing that didn't. Whatever. We'll work with it.
Okay.
If it,
But we shall make do.
I mean, you
That's
can never be too.
It's at your discretion, squad lead.
Well, everyone for the mech say aye. I guess nobody wants it, so. Going once? Okay, I guess not.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
Alright.
All right. So then, Des, is there anything you want to do before you go and take care of before the mission begins? Okay.
Is there still no way to call my parents?
Well, you're near a system, so you're able to communicate with. You're able to send and receive interplanetary messages.
I'd like to do that then.
Okay. We'll do that in a second. Taryn, anything you would like to do?
Not as such, no.
Okay. Saber? Or I guess Merlin? Gonna take that as easy, okay? All right. Gist. Okay, guess Aiden's good. Clint,
What?
I asked if there's anything you want to do before the mission begins.
I'm building the thing.
Okay, you'll only be able to build one thing though.
Right.
So okay, Marcus.
I'm gonna make sure that he doesn't fucking hurt anyone.
Fair enough.
And besides that, just generally relax, I suppose.
Okay. And I believe all that's left is Clint.
Guess I'll go to the kitchen and get some cheese.
Fair enough. All right. With that, each of you go off to your respective tasks. Des, I will move us real quick to have the call, and then we'll start the mission. Sound good?
So do I just post the thing in chat?
So post it in chat, and then you can go ahead and explain to everyone while I'm on the call with Des.
All right then.
All right. Hello, Des.
Hi.
So, you would like to make a call to your parents, yes?
Yes.
Very good. So then go ahead and you are, how would you like to contact them?
A voice.
Voice only?
Yes.
Okay. So, I guess you go towards one of the command phones. You know, it's nothing too wild and crazy. It's just basically a dial receiver. You put in your family's number, and you hear the faint ringing tones as it tries to connect through the Blinkgate internets.
I wait patiently.
Hello?
Hi.
Des, how have you been?
Alive.
Very
Hi.
good. You know, your mother would just
Yeah.
absolutely love. Honey, Des is on the phone. You hear shuffling behind in the background of the phone as another voice picks up. It's your mother.
Hello.
So, honey, how have you been?
Alive.
Any good adventures?
Yes and no.
What happened?
A planet exploded.
Did you do
No, I just watched.
that? Oh, dear, you need to be more active in those situations. You know how much of an impact you can have.
Yes and no, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anyway, I was just calling to ask, is it okay if I, get my DNA copied and so that in case I die, I can be reborn, basically, I guess. I don't know how it
Is
works.
it safe?
Well, yes. I mean, if I die, I die, but I guess this would basically just be a copy of myself.
Honey, what do you think? Des, dear, at the end of the day, it's your decision. We're always going to support you for your quirks and your personality, but if that's what you want to do, we'll always support you.
I was just asking if it's okay.
It's your choice, hon. You're a grown girl. We can't, I remember back when we used to always try and, get you to go out and talk to the other kids, but you were so fascinated with just those gizmos and gadgets you would always work on.
So yes or no? And she kind of just like waits there unemotionally.
Yes, dear, you can go and get cloned if that's what you want to do.
Love you, Mom.
You can hear the dad with like a really big sigh as the mom you can hear her just go ecstatic over that, and you just hear her just screaming. It's just yelling and just like cheering going on, and you just hear,
She'll,
I love you too so much, dear. I'll talk to you later. Please call anytime.
and she just like holds the phone away from her ear as she yells through the mic. Yes, love you too. Bye.
You hear them both kind of respond at the same time. Bye, dear, love you, and then they hang up.
Clear and good. And I just hang up the phone.
Excellent. All right, I'll move this back.
Have a heavy signature.
I mean, I
Yeah,
could probably.
I've got-
I always carry one of those anyway, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you return to clearly a chatty crowd. Please feel free to continue.
By the way, I'm gonna.
We're
If
just
anyone
kind of
else,
chatting in the armory.
if anybody else wants an invention or something, let me know so I can think about how to make it.
I have shields now.
Wait,
I'm
Aiden,
now Captain America.
I'm a scrap mechanic. If we work together, perhaps we can make
No,
a
yeah,
new
no,
invention.
you don't understand.
A new
Warren.
invention. We can make nuclear grenades.
No, Warren. Warren. I've already thought of this, and then the group got mad at me. So no. I nuked the planet. Remember?
Well,
You
he wasn't
didn't
there for
nuke.
that.
You set
Yeah,
off
but
a
we told
cataclysmic event.
We nuked it. We special nuked it.
The planet
We
was
nuked
literally
from,
unstable
we
now.
nuked it from literal orbit.
I'd like
Yeah.
to say that's the first thing he did when I did a campaign. In the first mission, he just nuked the town. Oh wait, that wasn't my campaign. Whose campaign was that? That was like
It was Warren. Liam. Sorry, it was Liam.
Yeah.
Good choice.
It was good. Well, anyways, yeah. If anybody else wants something, let me know so I can actually think about how to balance it out and then talk to Ghost about it.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Well, I can help as well. I'm a scrap mechanic.
Also, yeah, Warren, if you just give me like scrap or something, I could literally just weld it to you and armor.
Easy. Just add so much that I can't even move. I'm just laying there.
Yeah, I have to roll for it,
Invincible.
but I could do it.
As you guys continue to chat and kind of converse inside the armory, Dom walks in and kind of, I guess, interrupts, if you will. He goes, by the way, I forgot to ask, are we still good for the cloning for this round? I wanted to make sure I added it to your tab.
Oh yeah, I need to clone myself again. I'm gonna do that.
Me
I
too.
don't see why not. Might
Is
as well.
cloning a percentage fee or is it a flat one?
It's a percentage.
Bit rough, yeah.
Well, you know, we don't have to bring you back from the dead.
That's true enough.
So then everyone who wants to get cloned, come with me. And he begins to kind of walk out the door. Who all's going with
Yeah,
him?
follow suit. Yeah.
I'm
Follow.
going as well.
Okay.
Is it that door?
You guys are currently in the armory. This is more of just RP.
Oh, then not go.
Okay.
Quick question though, Aiden.
Yeah,
So it says in the concealed mode, you can only use one-handed weapons.
yeah.
Is that like a resting mode where I could use normal guns, or is that like half cover mode?
So no cover will allow you to use full range of your weapons. Half cover, essentially, the shield dominant is because it's exposed. You'll only be able to use one hand freely.
What?
Wait, hang on.
It's like
No,
think of
this
Monty
cover
Shield.
says you can use any weapon. Concealed says you can only use one-handed.
That's not what you told me, Ghost. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
basically, once you hit anything, oh, dog's here.
Oh, look,
finally.
decided to show up.
There's dog.
Look who decided to show up!
Sorry.
An hour and a half late.
Also,
Good
the
morning.
is active is concealed in the
You
entire
said
time
I
of the
I
card
woke
suit.
up at 9 and then I meant to get up at 9, but I fell back asleep.
My guy, it's
feel that.
1:30.
Yeah.
You're like 4
be
hours
fair,
off.
Look,
Most
sometimes you just
D&D
wanna
happens at
sleep,
night.
you know?
To be fair,
True.
kind of confused as to why we're doing this right now, but you know.
Only time that I could get things consistently. So here's how it's going to work. Concealed, you can use full range motion, half cover, single shot weapons, full cover, or single one-handed weapons, full cover, no weapons. However, you also get the bonus of being able to protect one additional person, and that's that.
Right.
So essentially, you progressively lose mobility of the character.
So it takes half an action. So it take my full action to go from
I'll be
concealed
back.
to full, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Not in the mic.
Quick
in the
question.
mic.
I don't expect this. Well,
Like-
no, I totally expect this to come up in combat. Should combat arise? Does the crowd at the reception count as soft cover?
Yes, you can.
That's
Supposed to be
terrible.
Still alive
You
though.
can, but again, I'm going to
Should
just
you?
say this as Dom. You don't want any blood lost on your side. These are very high-ranking nobles with
Hey,
deep connections
My
for
biggest
multiple planets.
my biggest reason for asking that is it affects some of my talents, whether or not they count as soft cover.
Sure. Again, your actions will have consequences. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
I'm not going to intentionally get them shot if that's what you're thinking.
No,
We're
do
supposed
what
to be
you.
protecting everyone there.
Yeah.
That is our job. We're gonna start losing money if people start dying. So
Ghost.
Not intend on anyone dying, whether.
One
Well-
last thing.
Yeah.
Am I allowed? So only one, right? As in, But can I make like two of the same invention right now, or no?
You can only have one, and it will be one unique. So you cannot make duplicates of the same thing, and you can only produce one per mission.
Okay.
So it's a permanent thing, though, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Gonna
Yeah, so
take a
you
while to
can
get
you
all
can
these.
have an infinite amount of inventions, but you can only have 4 active, and you can only produce 1 per mission.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, right. That's fair. I mean,
All right. So, as you guys continue to kind of discuss about this, Dom leads you back into the cloning facilities where you come in contact with the lead scientist for the cloning facility again, and he kind of just guides you. He doesn't really say a whole lot this time. He's more focused on trying to get all of you into the chairs, into all of your individual and unique chairs to begin the mind mapping. Char. As you all sit down, you once again feel the presence of the latches going across your arms and legs as it begins to the process begins. Again, you feel 3 very sharp stinging sensations as the neural implants they enter each of you at the base of your shoulders, right at the back of the neck. And all of you go blank for just what feels like only a couple seconds as you enter essentially your happy place, the area that when you go there, it brings you only joy. Whether that's seeing a loved one, enjoying a certain moment or experience in your life, or a sensation or a feeling that empowers you. This is where the mind mapping really takes its stride. After about, again, what feels like a couple seconds, but is actually quite a few hours, the system pulls you out of that place that you were, and once again, you're in the room with the giant test tubes and the chairs with all of your companions and compatriots next to you, as all of you begin to kind of get up, a little bit woozy, but actually, go ahead. I want all of you to roll a 1d20 for a Constitution check.
I took a nap.
Scene.
I was gonna say, don't we all get +1 because Grit was something now?
Yeah.
ah,
So it's 19.
7. Neat.
All of you need to roll for Constitution.
It's sound.
7, 10.
I am missing Merlin, I am missing Hector.
Thor is not being cloned.
Oh, okay. Merlin,
So it's 1d20 and Can I add
1d20
anything
plus
to it?
1
Plus one
okay.
if you're level 2.
if you're level
Oh.
2, yeah.
Nice.
So, Kisa, you wake up feeling quite refreshed. This is one of the first times in a very long time that you've actually been cloned, and the procedure goes off without a hitch. Aiden,
Nope.
because of your recent cloning, this mind mapping, it's a little bit rough. It was able to get through the procedure, but it's kind of rough. It wasn't that good. So you come out of it and you feel extremely nauseous. Just once again, the head scientist kind of beckons a drone over to kind of just wait for the inevitable upchucks of your lunch visiting the floor. Echo, once again, same thing as Des. However, this time, because you were much more adept at the mapping, it's really not that big of a deal. Same thing with you, Marcus. Saber, you have a rough time with this one. The last insertion went perfectly fine. However, this time you actually sneezed right before the mapping began, and because of that, the needles at the base of your skull base of your neck actually wiggled a little bit. And you still were able to get into your happy place. It's just as the needles were retracted, they also hit a couple of the nerves inside your body, essentially. So you stand up and you do one of those, like, when there's not enough iron in your blood and everything goes fuzzy for a couple seconds, you actually collapse onto the ground from just this nerve loss. The science team, of course, rushes over to tend to you, and they give you an inject of a stimulant to kind of balance it out. But you're feeling rough, and for at least the first couple turns, you're going to be taking some disadvantages on the all actions you take. With that,
I checked to make sure my legs work.
checks out, legs still work.
Good.
With that, you hear over the intercom, it's the voice of Dom, and he sounds like he's, getting ready to send you on your way. Team 2, get ready to head towards the drop pods. Squads Alpha and Bravo will meet you there. Get going, and good luck. And you're off.
Okay.
Zoom.
So you all head into head towards the airlock. Taryn, I'm going to give you a mark in the Discord so that way I remember that you have not been cloned, because your actions will have consequences. And see.
I have plans if it comes to that.
Fair enough.
He dies. End of character.
So
yeah, I don't plan on dying if I can help it, but
no one does.
so long as I don't get straight up nuked, I'm pretty sure I can avoid death.
With
Between one
that,
thing and another.
you all head towards the drop ship. It's the same one and the same pilot. The guy that flew you down towards the Gamma system has already loaded the entirety of squads A or the squad that you hired out, A and B, in, and all of you kind of pack in. It's a little bit cramped this time, and I would definitely say that if anyone else were to come aboard, you'd probably have to hire out a second shuttle. You are quite literally shoulder to shoulder with everybody in this, and the drop master does not do anything to hide it. He kind of slowly takes you in, but once you are able to break through the atmosphere of Gaul 7, he does a little bit of a show of flight as you kind of get rocked around a little bit in the back, and you are able to land with very little to no issues. Finally, though, you are able to kind of connect and uplink into the ship's cameras, if you would like to do so, and are able to kind of survey the area before you embark. Would you like to do so?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just give me a quick second.
Roll for perception.
So as the ship begins to kind of fly overhead, you see what appears to be 7 very distinct pillars with crowds starting with a giant crowd in between the pillars. The pillars are lined up in a vertical formation with 3 on each side and then one large one in the middle, significantly larger than the other 6. But in between the 2 3-rowed pillars, you are able to see what appears to be a large gathering of people and a very large, almost what appears to be a ring on the side of the large gathering. The pilot gives you the notification you're about 5 minutes out, and if there's anything you'd like to do, now's your opportunity.
I'll just make sure. I don't know, to be honest. Seems. I don't know. I'm good for
Is
now.
there any way that we can draw a little makeshift map?
You'll be landing
Yeah, could maybe we
basically
could.
right on top of the
Do we have
facilities.
like construction paper and crayons?
Yeah. Yeah. Are we in the Marines now?
Don't give any of the crayons to Aiden. He'll shove them up his nose or eat them.
These pretty colors.
The purple one tastes like grape.
Purple one pieces.
With that, you guys hear the whooshing noise as the ship begins to slowly descend into the area, and you all embark and get off.
Right. So my question was, can we get a picture as we're flying above the area?
You'll be able to see kind of the general area, and then you can go from there.
Okay.
Damn it!
Also, do you want to put my character in?
So as you arrive at the festivities, hang on, let me scoot some stuff over. What is that?
That's Doge.
Oh, that's right. I never gave Dog his character sheet.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Fair
if Dog
enough.
was here when we started, wouldn't have to worry about that.
I
now, would
fucking woke up at 9 and then I passed out again. I'm sorry.
Ah, yes, I hear a
a
you
you
problem
problem.
and not a me problem. Edit. Click to upload. Hang on. Give me a sec. I have to grab Dog stuff.
I was started music.
That. Click to upload.
Starcraft sprites abound.
It wouldn't be a ghost campaign if it was.
Yeah, really.
This dog. This settings. Dog good. Edit. Click user. Only played by dog. And where the hell? Echo. There we go. All right. All right. There you go, dog. Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
So as you land, let me go ahead and open up the map real quick. Just move all of your stuff over. All right. Reveal areas. So again, you you hop out and you arrive at what appears to be a very large gathering of many, many, many people with, as I had mentioned,
Holy
the 3
shit.
very distinctive pillars and a large crowd of people kind of in this. It's just a giant grassy field, honestly. You are able to look off into the distance and you see it's called King's Landing, as mentioned, because of the Pirate King, but there's also a very distinctive, almost sloping step where the Pirate King had essentially built these, giant large steps, as I had mentioned. So, you guys arrive, and what would you like to do?
Oh my god, Aiden.
The red dudes, their personal security.
Go find out.
All right. Do we want to send our security forces?
All
to
right,
secure
that's
the
your team
perimeter?
lead. You go introduce us. Des?
Merlin
Des
is
dead?
typing.
I think this is dead.
Right.
Sorry, I was getting cheese.
All right,
Okay.
that's your team lead. You go introduce us.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hello, who are you?
My name is Kisa
This is
Blia.
a private area,
I
ma'am.
come-
Please step away.
I come from the Blackstar, the mercenary group that we got hired to be, I guess, security guards for this event.
The man with the gun kind of looks over behind and just sees all of you, and he looks a little bit disappointed. He just kind of
Oof.
nods his head and goes, "Okay, what can I help you with?"
No, we're here to help you. We were hired to basically
Crab rave.
keep the place safe.
Okay, well, Jesus, we need to hire better people. I am Sergeant Jefferson. These men here are being. This is the ISPN's private guard. You can just fan out around the perimeter. We'll hold the main area.
But I counted.
Let's kill him.
Oh, there's one over there.
What?
All right, so he was basically telling us to fan out and I guess keep the area safe, which is kind of throwing our plans out the window. I am not
Deal
the
with it
best.
as it comes up.
I am not the best at speaking up for our team, so if anyone could possibly help me, it would be nice.
Hey Merlin, did you
I
count
mean,
this guy over
wait.
here too?
Yeah, I just saw him, so I guess that's a total of 29 total then. For the other guy that's hiding over there.
I only see 5 with the main group.
We should
So
probably
looking at
have
the
the shield
people,
guy posted by the VIPs.
Look, I'm not wanted apparently, so
Should have the shield guy posted by the VIPs. Yes. Probably mention
Post
that.
him. I need a ping.
just hold left mouse. You can ping.
Just post him here-ish. He doesn't need to be right next to him. He just needs to be nearby.
Hmm.
Let's just take the perimeter as I said. Such as it is.
Go
tokens
ahead.
that look like medics, what are they?
Hmm?
The tokens that look like medics from StarCraft, what are those?
They're medics, but they're not
Okay,
medics from
cool.
StarCraft.
So
That's copyright,
They're
and that's
they're
illegal.
actual medics, crab rave.
They're just tokens that look like that represent medical characters from a fictional universe that may or may not be copyrighted. Don't at me.
I'm gonna go
Yes,
chat up.
it's with a K and not a C. They're different.
You know,
I'm
for
gonna go
private
chat up one
reasons.
of them.
Okay.
So
Oh,
we're security
yeah.
for this event, correct?
Yes.
Sorry.
We're security for this event.
I don't know,
Yes.
dog. Maybe if you'd shown up for the briefing, you would know.
Oh my fucking god, Ghost, I'm sorry. Passive
Yeah,
aggressive.
we're-
shit.
Ask your squad lead.
Our goal is to not let anyone die.
Thank you, squad lead.
So is there any way we can get up on top of these pillars at all?
I mean, you can.
How tall are these pillars?
They're about the size of buildings.
Yeah.
Like how
That's-
many stories?
Yeah, that's really
as
general.
in they're about 3 to 4 stories tall, and probably about 60. No, probably about 120 feet across. Don't use the actual reference in because it's not going to give you what you want. Again, because if this was accurate, each of these characters would be about the size of a mech, which is obviously not accurate. The scaling in Roll20 isn't exactly what you need it to be.
So
Yeah.
what I'm thinking is, Alpha covers left flank, Bravo covers right flank. We kind of cover the top and bottom of the perimeter. Sound good?
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
Everyone stick to the plan. Stay on comms if anything goes wrong. Everyone stay on comms 1, whatever that means. Number 1, station 1. Okay, cool.
Is the shuttle sticking around for the time being, or is it kind of gonna
The shuttle is right where you parked it. If you want to move it so that it's more, if you want to move it away from the area, if you want to move it above you guys, it's your call, but it's the squad lead's call.
I was just gonna lean on it as I just kind of fiddle with all of our surveillance stuffs.
For it.
There, sure.
All right, so let me start off from the top. Des, what are you doing?
I'd like to ask Sergeant Jefferson something.
Okay, real quick. What do you want Alpha and Bravo to do?
Alpha is supposed to take the, what is that side? North, south, east, west. Alpha's supposed to take west.
Mm-hmm.
Bravo's supposed to take
Group's got like
south.
Okay.
South, east.
All right. So you wanted to talk to Sergeant Jefferson?
Yes.
All right. What can I help you with?
Is there anyone specific we're supposed to be looking out for?
The king and the queen.
He
No,
nods
not
his
too
head
bad.
and kind of gestures over towards the king and the queen icon that you
No,
see.
I mean, who's the threat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Threat? What are you
Yeah,
expecting?
like what-
A fight?
Obviously, you were.
Why else would we here for a security detail?
We're here. Okay, let me put this point frankly to you. All right, you see, pick any one of those people in there. All right, they own more. They own so much money. It's not worth their time to go and destroy a planet because it's financially irresponsible for them. They can just blow it up if they want to. It doesn't matter to these people. Okay.
I like these people.
Anyone in here can buy any number of things. They're all important to us, and they all need to not have any issues. That's
So
why
everyone's a threat.
none of these people are a threat.
Not these people. Oh my god. The people that we're supposed to be looking out for. Is there anyone
Right.
specific that you want us to have our eyes open for? If anything, do we just shoot on sight? Do we let people come in?
No, don't
What is
shoot on
the
sight.
what is
Don't.
the list?
We're here. It's more a formality. All of our guns work and everything, but we're not really expecting anything too rash, to be honest with you. Again, there's
Okay.
enough.
Then why did you look disappointed when we came here?
Because we're the ISPN's Royal Guard. We don't need you.
He was disappointed on a professional level,
If you
as
don't,
opposed
okay, so
to
then
just
we're
being
just
disappointed
here-
in us.
We're more just here for in case anything actually
Feel
goes
free
wrong.
just to mingle with the group, but I swear to God, if any of you do anything, I will happily shoot you on sight.
We're here to help you.
Where's
There's no
Aiden?
reason to become aggressive.
You can help us by not making this wedding
Not
any
causing
worse.
trouble.
Alright. I'd like to walk away and then open comms to Station 1 and say those people fucking suck.
Aye, what do you expect? Also, keep an eye out on Grit. Don't want him, doing shit.
Vroom.
Saber, you wanted to talk to the medic?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to ask?
Well, I'm gonna start with just like some, well, like,
You like jazz?
yeah, like just
Beautiful.
small talk.
Jay.
What you doing tomorrow?
What a good
So you approach the medic. However, as you begin to talk to her, she doesn't even respond to you.
Oof.
Does she look like focused on something else? Or?
No, she's just completely ignoring you. As in, like, you go up and you start talking to her. She looks at you, but she doesn't say a single word.
That's rough, bud.
I don't
Mhm.
suppose his comms are open whilst he's doing this, is he? Are they?
Well, all of you have open hot mics right now, so you can all hear each other as you talk.
Hon.
Nice.
Jag
We
tar
all
av.
get to listen in on this.
She
Okay,
probably has a
is
boyfriend.
it? Alright, I go over to Des. I have a plan to get to know who we're protecting a bit better. I can sneak into the party and blend in and mingle with some people.
I've mimicked.
Yeah,
How
with
do you-
all your tactical gear
Oh.
on, yeah, that'll go great.
Yeah.
And the redneck outfit.
Hey,
and
I
everything.
can roll for deception.
Just don't. We don't want to cause more trouble than we need
Right.
to.
So,
Well,
Ghost,
however,
I'll just
um,
DM you.
part of the mission as well, as Dom said, we should be trying to look for more work, basically. So maybe,
Yeah, see?
so maybe that's a good idea.
Also, you think trouble's not gonna come. It's fucking D&D. It's gonna come.
Even still, maybe the redneck scrap mechanic isn't the best
Lemon,
person.
as you
Ah,
go
what are you
past
trying to say?
Lemon, as you go past the queen, the much heavier armed guard that you walk past immediately raises your gun and goes, "You better stop right there.
Say, hey, I just want some cheese, man.
Don't come near the queen.
Can I go around the side to get some cheese?
Step away, sir."
Can you bring me some cheese?
He doesn't
Please.
respond.
Ghost.
Hmm?
I have mimicked someone that I saw on a ship that one time, and also with a tux.
That is so vague. That doesn't help me at all.
I'm just mimicking someone random that I've seen before. Okay.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing, but with a
Generic
tux.
background character.
So you're okay. So you're a background character. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Grab a martini, start mingling. Hell yeah,
Fair
baby.
enough.
I'm here for the party.
Wow,
At
these
the
people
moment,
are
but I'm not
racist.
moving. I'm just kind of leaning against the shuttle.
So as all of you continue to kind of interact, you notice that the crowd is almost completely ignoring all of you. Saber with your attempts to try and
They
talk to the
should,
medic,
honestly.
and many of the guards, I mean, quite literally not even acknowledging that you're there. They'll eye you. They'll kind of keep a weary eye on you, but they won't even kind of try and communicate. Many of the nobles doing the exact same. Just even as you come in, you know, looking even a little bit more regal. We'll say that as you walked out, you kind of tried to match the attire, but none of the nobles are even really talking to you. You'll try and, you know, say something and they won't notice you or say anything. However, as the festivities continue, you notice
read the
that.
situation check.
Sure, go
Read the
for it.
situation roll.
Read, yeah, go for it.
Oh my god, fuck
So
it.
that's a hard no.
Cool.
Did you already grit? Not that it's gonna matter, but hey, you know.
It's not gonna. Nah.
Yeah, just remember it's like a permanent +1 every roll.
I'd do a spot check in the middle of all this because why not? I need to remember how to roll first.
Slash roll,
Slash roll,
and then
blah,
whatever you're rolling.
then plus whatever. Yeah. Dang, that 20. Alright.
Do I see anything interesting?
Yes. So and I guess I'll just kind of continue the story at this point. As you watch, a lot of the crowd is in very formal, regal attire. I mean, the suits alone cost more than the ship that you flew in on. Some
Hell
of
yeah.
the augmentations that these nobles have quite literally costs sometimes more than the mechs that you have battled in your past lives. And however, there's also a very clear-cut distinction between another group. You see that there's 4 or 5 other individuals, both a mix of men and women, that are almost completely clad in combat gear and equipment. They seem to be, you know, chatting and interacting with many of the other the nobles, but they're in completely different attire.
Can I use the data plating for facial recognition?
Sure, go for it.
What roll would that be?
Perception. Just roll a 1d20 plus the is it +1 or +2 for your grit? I thought it was only +1.
Oh, the last time was a spot check. I've completely forgotten about my grit. That should have been +3.
Okay.
I literally said it
so-
previously before we rolled, but whatever.
So it'd be another spot check then.
Yeah, it'd be another spot check. Okay. So you scan a couple of the faces, and yeah, they're just like the rest of the crowd. These combatants, excuse me, are also higher prestigious members within the ISPN legal business.
So they are the business arm of the ISPN.
No, they're all the same. They're all under the ISPN business/family. However, there is a specific group that is all only wearing combat gear, almost as if they intend to do something.
This is probably going to go badly.
Everyone roll.
I'm gonna drop hidden real quick and walk up to the sergeant dude over here real quick.
Jefferson.
Jefferson. Jefferson, do you have a plainclothes group here? Because I spotted a couple guys in combat gear that seem to be under ISP, but are mingling with the main group there.
Yes, those are the challengers.
Okay, just making sure they were yours.
Mm-hmm.
I back off and lean against the shuttle again.
Okay.
Meanwhile, can I talk to the squads over the comms?
Yeah.
Squad Alpha, how you doing over there?
All good, ma'am. No problems reported. No problems to report.
Do you see anything suspicious out there?
No, ma'am. Just a lot of grass.
Is anyone covering south?
No, ma'am.
Can I get 2 of you guys to cover south?
From our squad, ma'am?
You only have.
I mean, I've got a
6
view
squatty
of the
tokens on the
south
board. We
area.
hired 10.
Yeah.
Each
Can I
one.
get
Two
2
people.
of you down south?
I mean,
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
Hey, where do you see stuff like your base stats in CompCon?
I'd like to
Go to your narrative profile.
I look
There
at
you
I look at the narrative profile and then I switch to tactical profile if I need the talents.
Yeah.
Oh, is it just the skill triggers we have?
Yeah, it's just skill triggers plus pilot grit, and then everything is a 10 up. Essentially.
Alright, how about you, other squad? How are you guys doing?
Nothing to report, ma'am. Though there is one guy doing something behind this pillar we're standing next to.
Here, can I then? I've got something that might help. I've got spot, which is spot details objects or people that are hidden or difficult to make out. Notice ambushes, hidden compartments, or disguised individuals. Spy on targets from a distance, make out details, shapes, something, etc., etc.
Good job,
Yeah.
squad.
All right, so can I do that?
What are you doing? Sorry,
He's using spot.
On what?
Just the main crowd, I guess.
Sure. Roll for it.
+2.
Why didn't you spot this
Yeah.
dude?
Because you're right
Yeah.
over there, and you're gonna go investigate him anyways. That's what you're
Yeah,
don't-
that's good.
Again, you don't particularly spot anything of reasonable notice. Again, you just see that there's a very distinctive difference in one group being these challengers, and then another group being looking like the nobles.
I say over the intercom, so have we ever considered that this guard is just going to try to overthrow these nobles altogether?
I doubt it.
As much as I don't give a shit about these nobles, if they die, who's going to pay us?
Hey,
Exactly.
Hector, if you can, try to have a look up, see what about these challenges, see if you can find anything.
Alright. Currently, there's something suspicious going on that the squad reported back to us, so I'm gonna go check it out. Squad, I forgot which was the one that just reported the mysterious man.
Just use
Well,
squad
Cass, you're the
purple
one
and squad green.
closest. You
Make
go.
it easy.
Just...
What?
You're the one closest to the suspicious dude behind the pillar.
No, I know. I'm not asking that.
Squad green reported the notice.
Okay, it's green. Okay. Can I get 2 of you guys to also join with squad purple down south?
I'm
Yes,
in
ma'am.
the south too. So
Alright,
And the
thank you.
squad begins to move off, and
All right.
Alright,
While I'm leaning
gonna
against
go-
the shuttle, I'm gonna use subvocal communication so the guards don't necessarily hear me,
Mhm.
and ask Katie about the challengers.
Sure. Well, hey, hey, you, what's up?
Hey, there's a group down here that have been referred to me as quote challengers. What can you tell me about them?
Sure. So, the way that Gaul 7 has been orchestrated, because of the Pirate King's antics, if you will, the ISP has really organized themselves into more or less a warrior state, where only the strongest are able to lead those around them. So, what often happens is once you've gathered enough members of the ISPN group, anyone from the inside the business can challenge someone above them for the right for that title.
So what are challengers then?
Challenges are people inside the group who are looking to essentially rise through the ranks. Anyone and
Okay, so-
everyone can be challenged by a challenger, and anyone and everyone can challenge a challenger. It's more of to help identify people that are looking to raise through the ranks.
You know what I want to do.
What's the likelihood one of these challengers is going to cause trouble here to the king and queen?
For the team, oh, they probably shouldn't, but very likely they're going to recluse themselves from you if you haven't entered the arena.
Okay, so the challenges happen in the arena.
Mhm.
Okay, so they're not likely to cause too much trouble here. All right, thank you, Katie.
You're welcome. And she clicks off.
That's fine.
I'd like to approach this mysterious guy now.
I passed that information along to the others if they didn't hear it.
Death roll perception.
Can we challenge challengers? Yes, but we're not in the arena now, so they're unlikely to take our challenge.
What I was asking is like, where is like our perception bonus, or is that just not a thing?
Oh, it's spot and grit.
Yeah.
Oh, I have spot
Yeah,
plus
you have to
2.
have the right trigger for it.
Oh,
Otherwise
so
it's
I'd
just a
get plus
flat
2.
skill check.
Yeah, spot is essentially perception. So
Okay.
So I got 15.
So Des,
You level 2, Des?
Yeah.
So that's a +3, so 16.
So Des, as
16.
you come around the pillar, you see a man that is clearly a little bit disheveled, and he's had a lot to drink. And when you have a lot to drink, usually you have to go and take care of certain facilities. He's kind of on the other side of the pillar to alleviate that need. He hasn't spotted you yet.
Stab him.
what I'm hearing is the drunk is pissing on the pillar.
I'd like to call out to him and ask if he's alright.
Go for it.
Hello, are you alright?
Oh, Jesus! Have some decency! I'm peeing over here!
I see
He
that.
kind of like turns away from you.
Are you okay though?
Just having a good time at the wedding!
That's good.
He's really like leaning on this pillar, and he's still just going to town while you two chat.
Fuck, this man's got a lot of pee in him.
I just stand there.
He just continues. He's almost completely oblivious to your presence, even though you just talked to him.
I'm just going to continue to stand here until he's done.
After about another 5 or 6 seconds, you can hear the distinct drizzling sound subside as he kind of shuffles. He shuffles around at his waist belt, and takes readdresses himself, and he kind of just begins to stumble towards the green squad as he moseys back towards the party.
I'd open my comms and say, Squad Green, be aware there is a guy coming around. I don't believe he is of any harm at the moment, but keep an eye
Yes,
on
ma'am.
him.
Okay, but in my opinion, if you're fucking standing behind a pillar, there's an issue, I would think.
He was taking a piss.
I mean, do you see anywhere
Was he pissing though?
to take a piss?
Well, he said well, I saw he was pissing, so I guess he was pissing.
He moseys back and kind of rejoins the crowd. The guards don't really seem to take notice of him. He kind of just goes right back to the closest table, sits down in a chair, and continues to drink.
Crab rave.
Not as much as I expected from him.
Hey.
All right.
As all of you continue to stand there,
Yeah,
Go drink with
You-
him?
Ghost.
sorry?
Does anyone want to go drink with him?
Did I hear the part about the challengers on the comms?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
again,
me spoke
Terran's
about-
hot micing.
All right. Grit
no.
starts Grit starts talking to someone that appears not to be there.
As the resident alcoholic, if anyone wants to get someone to go drink with someone, you call me.
What are you doing, Aiden?
He's talking to an invisible person.
Grit starts looking around for the challengers.
Okay,
Oh,
you
no.
know. Oh no, never mind. Okay. You see a couple individuals, a couple of challengers off on the to the right of the queen, kind of where the drunkard was.
Challengers? Like what?
Dog, where have you been?
Yeah, I can have a look. There. Gonna go mosey on.
I'm not gonna challenge anyone yet. I'm gonna wait till later, and then I'm gonna challenge someone.
Rude to challenge someone at the party. Wait until after the party.
That's what I said.
All right, where is Drunkman?
He's at the
Drunkman is
table
this-
that you're closest to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up a chair and start drinking as well then.
Okay. As you kind of pull out all the tables are wooden. I mean, I wouldn't. It's an interesting dynamic as when you sit down. Roll a perception real quick.
Right.
Yeah, be careful how much you weigh, because you're currently hard suit plus
True.
the extra stuff on top. So the chairs may not hold your weight.
Yeah, it's just a flat one. Okay. Hey.
So as
Bruh,
you
fucking how do you roll 20s all the fucking time? What the
It's
hell?
my first 20. What are you talking about?
as you sit down, the chair does audibly creak, but it holds your weight. You begin to look around as you sip on
I'll-
some very
Just to
high
be safe,
quality.
I'll put my heavy signature on the floor beside me.
Fair
Just
enough.
Just try and ease it a little bit.
As you sit down, you notice there's quite the conundrum in the theme for the wedding. You see that many of the nobles, as mentioned, are wearing their extravagant suits, but the tables it's all wooden. It's all what appears to be old wooden tables with old wooden benches, and even the arena over by where the medic is currently standing, it's just basically there's a couple. It's a ring roped off, and the area that was once grassy has now been turned into a bit of a muddy pit. All the nobles are kind of standing around chatting with each other. They do still ignore you, Kaiser, but it's a very distinctive clash between the aristocratic society that many of the nobles are dressed for, and almost this medieval regalia that many of the combatants and the group
The
are.
arena.
Yeah, the arena.
This?
Hmm.
Or fucking I pinged and I don't know how.
I'll,
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye on everything then whilst I enjoy a
Yeah,
drink
okay.
or two.
Oh, you rolled a 20. Okay, sorry. Additionally,
Ooh.
as you were sitting there, you notice you were the first person to notice that there's actually two people in the arena. You've been busy with doing so many other things that these two what appear to be men who are completely covered in mud are in the process of actually trying to wrestle each other down. There is a small kind of crowd watching on as these men just go full out. It's almost a hog wrestle. watching these two try and pin the other. With after a couple minutes of struggling, one of the wrestlers is able to pin the man, and he does eventually tap out, leading to a couple very reserved but distinguished claps from the onlookers as the man raises his hands, in absolute exhalation or absolute ecstasy as he proudly announces that he's become the regional manager for a
The
distant
science
planet.
team.
Right.
Neat.
All right, I'm challenging someone. I got it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Can I have a
I'd
member of
like
ISPN though?
Sorry?
I'd like to just go back over
Oh, it's not
comms.
gonna even no, sorry.
Oh. What's up, Tess?
I'd like to just go back over comms.
Mm-hmm.
Squad Purple, how's it going?
All clear, ma'am. Nothing but grass.
Squad Green,
All clear, ma'am. Nothing but grass.
Generic NPC.
Marcus,
Crabbrave.
I do it fine.
what you doing?
Trying to mingle, though, it's like talking to a bunch of statues.
Even if so, you should try your best to play nice and maybe get some more contacts on the list
I could try.
for jobs.
As
I
I say
believe
that,
in
I'm
you.
gonna wander over to the pit.
Hector, how's it going?
I'm assuming this circle over here is the
Mhm.
pit. Okay.
Yes.
How's it going, Hector? Taryn,
Alright, I had to walk away for a minute. I mean, I haven't seen anything out of sorts. Aiden keeps saying he wants to challenge someone.
I'm
what
walking
do
up
you
to
mean
the.
challenge someone?
I'm walking to the.
Yeah.
Grit, what are you doing?
I'm gonna challenge someone. I'm gonna
Don't.
become regional manager.
Grit,
Yeah, please
I
please
swear,
order him as squad lead not to challenge anyone.
as squad lead, I order you not to challenge anyone.
Oh yeah, Grit has a German accent now. Suddenly,
Okay, you still can't challenge anyone.
but I want to.
So what?
Oh. Okay.
How
Then.
about how about this way? How about this way? Grid, if you
Nah,
challenge anyone, you forfeit your pay.
you don't have that authority. Okay,
Actually-
fine. I won't challenge someone.
Now that I think about it,
I'll wait.
what if me and Grit do a little friendly, looks like they were wrestling, so do something a bit like that. Maybe the nobles will actually give a shit then. Who knows?
Ooh, I am done for.
I'm gonna read
I
this.
am-
I'm gonna have a look at the nobles and see if
Also, who is great?
they do seem to care or not about the whole. If it's just wrestling in general, if it's just the people doing it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're going to challenge Grit then?
Well, I would like to at least read the situation first, you know.
Okay. Very good.
How
very
much
good.
do the nobles care about what's happening in the pit right now?
There's a few onlookers, but it's so and so. It's kind of a lukewarm crowd right now. Not a whole lot of people are really paying attention to it. Some of the nobles have been idly watching, but not a whole lot has been going on with it.
I'm gonna get my ass handed to me, aren't I?
Probably.
I just realized I don't have a hard suit, so.
Lemon, are you doing anything? Or Clint, sorry.
Oh, wait a minute.
I was going to ask. I was gonna move on to ask how Merlin and then Clint was doing.
I just slowly walked over to just walking around the perimeter, saw the pit and Aiden moving towards it. I'm just kind of gonna see what he does, knowing that he's probably gonna do something dumb, and then I'll laugh at him when he does the dumb thing. Or when he gets his ass handed to him by Kaiser if they do fight.
Okay, how about you, Merlin?
I'll be standing around the middle just to like be within earshot of like if there's anyone talking and like essentially listening in on conversations, and I'll be like in the middle if I need to go somewhere. Since nobody wants to talk to me, I'm just gonna like AFK.
As all of you kind of begin to congregate around the arena,
Pit, pit,
the
pit.
one of the nobles stands up and walks over to the challenger, and you can hear him kind of loudly begin to argue with the man about something, and he eventually says, "My name is Kevin Strongarm, part of the Strongarm family, and I challenge you, George Mercus, to a fight."
How about
And
the coincidence?
one of the challengers stands up and looks them dead in the eyes and just nods, and they actually do walk into the hang on, there we go. Walk into the arena. Hang on, let me grab some people. There we go. And
Oh my god, it's a small arena.
Kevin
Yeah,
kind of
tiny
looks
arena.
over at him and waits, and George finally kind of sits there and goes, "We'll do a battle of sight." And as he says that, the entire arena changes from a very muddy and slick surface to almost completely level concrete. And there's a very distinctive shimmering on the other side of the two challengers as you see what appears to be almost like an archery target on the other side of the arena. As they continue to stand there, what appears to be a container containing either a short or long bow with some arrows kind of placed right next to them. And the two begin to kind of grab their stuff and knock a couple of the arrows. They each take turns shooting rounds at the targets, as it's quite obvious that Kevin, the initial challenger to the to George, is clearly the much better archer. As he does, though, it's quite evident that it's going in Kevin's favor, and George, before he's about to knock what appears to be a best of 5, simply kind of puts his bow down and does a very distinctive bow to Kevin to almost kind of symbolize that he is conceding the fight. Many of the nobles and the challengers have actually kind of come to crowd around this as Kevin kind of raises his hands in accolation, knowing that he's kind of taking the fight, and cheers as he says, "I've become the leader of 3 separate planets now." As kind of George, you can see George looks very dejected at this, what appeared to have been a simple and easy win for him. As many of the crowd kind of begin to murmur around each other, it's the whispers have been that George is a crack shot at archery, and Kevin intentionally challenged him with the goal of beating him in his field, if you will. The two then kind of step away, with George almost going straight, making a beeline straight towards the other drunkard, and begins to essentially just down himself in booze and alcohol as Kevin kind of comes in to many cheers from the onlookers.
Drama.
After a brief moment, there's another pause as a man who hasn't really made his self known throughout a lot of this raises his hand, and you see he's dressed in absolute white with gold trim. It's a military uniform. He's wearing a pure white military suit with gold trim and almost as many shiny metal badges as acts of valor as you can kind of put on the chest plate of a person. He walks towards the middle of the arena and quite loudly, exclaims that he, Leon Ironhand, is going to challenge his father, Ulysses Ironhand, in a duel.
Oh.
And the king, who hadn't
And
really
so
even
the drama
stirred,
begins.
hadn't even stirred so far, immediately stands up. And the crowd that had kind of formed around the arena, just there's an aisle for him. and he walks right down what initially was a very busy corridor or a busy crowd down and into the arena. And he just looks at his son, and they both stare each other down, and the king finally exclaims, "Knives!" And in front of them appear two, or appear in front of each one of them about a foot long dagger blade that they both pick up, and it's silence. The entire venue has gone quiet, and everyone that had initially been kind of just idling around, besides the two drunks that had clearly seemingly lost their fights, begin to kind of circle around the arena. Before the... let me just get everything set. There are two people, though, that do not seem to kind of move from their place, and that is the queen and another woman who is dressed also entirely in all white. Everyone crowds around the arena. Not a single voice is heard. The floor has now changed to marble. And the two kind of pick up their blades and begin to encircle each other as they slowly make rounds, just quietly watching each other. About 30 or 45 seconds of this, the king suddenly stops, and he actually bows to his son. And again, not a single voice or anything is heard, but the king simply puts his blade back down onto the marble floor and quietly walks out of the venue, or not of the venue, but of the ring.
I
And
start clapping.
he goes and rejoins his queen. However, he does not sit in the chair like he had originally. He sits at one of the tables. And Leon then kind of puts down his blade as well, and he walks out of the arena, and the whole crowd just goes wild. The
What the
entire
fuck?
venue just begins clapping and screaming and just chanting his name as many of the challengers and noblemen go and kind of congratulate him and shake his hand for entering the arena, essentially. Does anyone want to do anything?
Marcus?
I would like to go on comms once more
Mm-hmm.
and ask the group, aren't we supposed to make sure that nobody gets hurt here?
No one was hurt,
Just a question.
but yes, we're supposed to.
I'm gonna try and not intercept him, but kind of like try and mingle in and try and shake his hand and congratulate him as well. You know.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Marcus.
As you move towards the crowd that has kind of formed around Leon, you extend a hand, but he completely, again, the entire crowd seems almost, they don't seem to acknowledge you. There's no, I mean, guys are quite literally walking into you and bumping shoulders against you, Kaiser, and no one seems to even recognize your existence.
Kaiser.
Because they're not a part of their society. Don't challenge Kaiser. Challenge someone else.
I
Maybe
wanted
don't
to,
recognize
but
it.
everyone got mad at me.
Well, I'm just saying, looking at it now, like $5 million is a lot of money, but becoming the king or whatever, or like a nobleman in the society is probably worth more. And it's probably kind of what Ghost is edging us towards, if I had to guess,
I want to challenge someone.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm gonna go on a comms real quick then and go, hey, Hector. I
Yeah.
don't suppose you can figure out who's the lowest ranking noble here.
Give me a minute.
Aiden.
Alright, can I do a spot check on the nobles to figure out who's the lowest rank
Sure,
I
between
absolutely.
my data plating?
Roll for it, but yes.
1d20 plus 3. 17.
A face appears. It's a man the only person in this party who doesn't own multiple planets. He's actually one of the security guards. It's the I think I can ping. There we go. This soldier right here. He's essentially the owner of a small factory on one of the planets that is owned by the ISPN.
Factory, you say?
He's the
What does the factory
effectively
produce?
he is the lowest man on the totem pole.
The only problem is that we don't exactly have anything to gamble on our end, whereas they trade literal planets and
we have a
manufacture
ship.
arms and whatnot. We don't own the ship. We can't gamble the ship.
Well, they don't know that we don't own the ship.
Yeah, but if
Well,
we suddenly
actually,
lose,
depending on the actual conventions for challenging, it doesn't necessarily mean we need to put up anything for a bet.
Wait, isn't it required that they accept the
'Cause-
challenge?
Not necessarily. It's not necessarily required they accept the challenge, but it's not necessarily required that we have anything to challenge them with.
Oh, you could try
might
it.
be worth having a look.
Yeah, just challenge him and see
Right-
what it says.
right
I'm
here,
gonna
right?
pull.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull Katie real quick and ask more about challenges.
Sorry.
I'm gonna contact Katie.
Oh, okay. You hear the distinctive blings, and you hear Katie come online. Hey, what's going on? How can I help you?
What can you tell me about the challenges on Gall 7?
Oh, great question. So challenges are essentially a rite of passage, both for inside the ISPN upper echelon, as well as those within the lower rankings. If you ever want to be able to essentially communicate with many of them, violence isn't always the answer, but it is a conversation starter.
When you challenge someone, what's the how are wagers determined?
Wages are usually formed either through positions of title and or physical options. So for example, if you were to challenge someone based off of their rank, you could either challenge for their rank, their position, their title, and you would have to put up something either of physical or greater value.
All right, so any bet we make, we have to match.
You would have to find some way to value it to an equal value. So, for example, you could challenge anyone there. However, you would also have to be able to give them something of equal value.
Of which none of us own any.
Well, there's always yourselves.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on selling myself into slavery.
Oh, no. The ISPN don't condone slavery. It's more of a caste system or a bonding system.
Eternal servitude.
So basically, if I lose, I have to work for them.
Slavery, but with extra steps.
It wouldn't be so much that you would work with them, but you'd always have to. You'd become a part of the family.
Mm.
At least
Such
that's
as
what my data says.
such as it is.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pass that along to Kaiser. It's like, yeah, we don't have anything nearly big enough to put up as collateral for a bet. However, you can bet yourself. In which case you would essentially work for him after this.
Well, if it's the only way we're gonna be able to talk to these people, might probably worth figuring out who's got the kahunas to actually do it.
All right. Well, for reference, the guy with the least amount of money is that guard over there. As a matter of fact.
As you guys are discussing this, the woman that was initially standing next to the queen, she begins to walk towards the arena as well.
Holy shit, we're having a party.
And as she makes her way, again, same thing as before. However, she walks up to the king and places a hand on his shoulder, and he simply nods. And she then continues into the arena.
We're having a party, baby.
There we go.
She's gonna challenge the queen, isn't she?
And she
That's how you
stands
get
there,
married in this world.
and she exclaims, My name is Beatrice Steelframe, and I challenge Ivana Ironhand.
Wait.
Holy shit, it's happening.
The
We
queen,
can have a wedding coup.
as the king stands up for the first time, she is donned in a flowing purple and red dress. And
I thought you were just gonna say that she is like fucking muscled as shit.
She walks over.
She just like flexes and then breaks.
She again, same thing as the king, walks down into the arena, and she doesn't. Before she even walks into the arena, she just simply exclaims "daggers," and she stands on the opposite side of the arena of the bride, and a table kind of begins to illuminate on opposite ends of the rings. It is literally just a table, and on it is it's a white laced, almost what appears to be like a handkerchief or something. But on it are 5 small but very sharp looking throwing knives.
I have all my fingers on that.
As
The
she
knife goes
walks
to
up to the table, Beatrice also walks over and stands in front of the table. They both look at each other for a few moments, and the queen picks up a knife, and she kind of raises it behind her in almost a pitching throw, with her left hand in front of her, and she throws it at Beatrice, slicing her in the leg and drawing blood. Beatrice kind of tries to. She doesn't move. It goes clean through. It doesn't hit her directly, but it draws blood, and there is a very clear crimson red running down her left leg now. Beatrice does the same. She pulls up one of the knives, holding it by the pointed tip end, and she throws it. However, this time she hits the queen, and she hits her square in the thigh. The queen doesn't move. She doesn't try to avoid the dagger, and it lands clean in her thigh, and you can hear a very distinct thump as it hits its target. The queen, not being swayed by this at all,
Ow.
begins to pick up another dagger.
What the
And
fuck?
this time, she holds it a little bit higher, a little bit further back, and lets loose the dagger. It flies clean and true and hits Beatrice square in the shoulder, the left shoulder.
They probably have cloning facilities.
This
Well, I think there's
dagger,
medics
Oh,
on
yeah.
site.
this dagger hits and goes deep. It quite literally goes to the hilt of the dagger blade, and
Fucking hell.
Beatrice kind of she hits it, and you can hear her go as this knife enters her, and her body kind of slumps a little on her left side, but she doesn't stop. She reaches for another knife.
This
And
shit's fucked.
She
What
doesn't.
the
She can't
fuck,
raise her
dude?
left arm anymore, as she simply just tries to throw this blade, from her right hand. She lets it loose, and it too hits the queen, but in the lower abdomen. It doesn't go nearly as deep as the blade that had pierced Beatrice, but it does go a couple inches into the queen. The queen.
I'd like to speak on comms while this is happening real quick.
Go for it. I'm going to continue, though, as you're talking, so be aware of that.
Okay.
As the queen continues to...
Anyone,
I'll just wait.
are we supposed to be letting them do this?
This is part of the wedding
It was
ceremony.
a
Can you
perfectly
even
legal
see that from over
challenge.
their desks? You're not over by the thing.
You know what?
I'm still keeping the lookout.
I asked the AI, is this part of the wedding ceremony?
You're not close enough for the shuttle.
Oh,
No.
shit.
He can use my thing, though.
Can I?
Simply put,
Yeah.
this
Simply-
is part of their society. We can't exactly intervene because after all,
Yeah, don't
I mean, that's what I figured. So
don't
that's why I'm
interfere.
not
It's
going
probably
stealth.
fine.
Aiden's right next to me. You can
Again,
use
I'm
my
asking the AI
arm.
via using Warring's link thing.
And I
yes, okay.
seriously doubt they'll go to death. And worst case scenario, Merlin or one of the guards will slap a stabilize.
Well, is there any way that we could possibly
I'm
get in
asking
contact
you.
with Dom?
Get in contact with who?
Dom.
Yeah, I can contact him. What do you need?
Kate, can Kate
Can we ask him if he knows about this and if it's okay and if we should intervene or not?
I'll call Katie. He got mad at me last time I called dumb.
Okay.
Please.
I'm gonna ring up Katie real quick.
Okay.
Finally.
Gotta wait for them to finish a duel anyway, then.
This challenge is getting kind of bloody. Is this fine? Should we? I'm assuming we shouldn't be interfering here.
Hey, Hector, if you have a question, if you're just trying to say something, I mean, you don't have to keep calling me, though I do enjoy your calls.
Wow. Holy shit.
Get hit up by the AI. Damn.
That just happened. Wow.
And a damn Cortana on our hands.
Well, fuck you. She
Right.
said that was funny.
Are you complaining?
No. Are you asking?
He's gonna go out with a fucking ship.
He was going for the medic, but it didn't work, so he's going with a ship.
He's gonna fuck the tailpipe.
What the
What's
heck?
up?
This challenge is getting kind of bloody. I'm assuming we shouldn't be interfering with this.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. The challenges are more on a person by person level, and they're more of a symbolic situation. Normally speaking,
Fucking A.
it wouldn't escalate to a point of violence. However, the concede only the one person can concede when they either vocalize it or to a point where they can no longer fight.
Okay. So this is fine then.
Glad I asked.
Anything else?
No.
Talk to you
Love
soon.
you.
She clicks off.
I'm
As you
assuming
guys
the
have
AI
been-
is bored.
As you guys have been discussing this, the daggers have continued to fly, and the queen now has a total of 3 of the 5 knives somewhere lodged inside her body. And Beatrice, her entire wedding gown is now a distinct red at the torso with fading white at the base.
Nice.
The queen has the last dagger, and though neither have really tried to aim for the head, the queen tries to raise her blade, the last of the 5 on each side, but you can see she is struggling. There's quite literally pools of blood around these women, and she just simply tries to throw it, but it's more of almost like this sideways toss as the blade just kind of skitters to across the marble flooring of the ring and just lands in the middle of the arena.
Ooh.
Beatrice, for the first time, begins to walk towards the blade. And she just step. And you can see her just struggling to try and get to this last dagger as her body is just oozing with blood.
Gotta admit, I like these wedding ceremonies.
She's finally able to get in front of the knife, and she reaches down to try and pick it up. However, as she steps, or she tries to take a knee, the cut that she had initially suffered finally gives way, and she just crumples to the floor. The queen now begins to step towards the blade as well. And she, again, the same thing. It's just this laborious step after laborious step as she begins to walk towards the bride. She's able to get about
Patch to the ready, please.
in front of the she's able to get to the dagger, and she just kind of looks over at this just exhausted body. I mean, you can see the blood still pooling around where Beatrice is now collapsed in the ring. And this woman doesn't bother to reach down for the knife, as she's unable to with the knife in her leg. And so she grips the hilt of the dagger that was lodged in her shoulder and pulls. And you can hear the queen just scream, this blood curdling, body shaking scream as she rips the knife out of her shoulder. As she does so, the entire crowd, you can hear them just begin to murmur and talk amongst themselves. Violence in the ISPN weddings it's common, it's traditional. It's not really a true wedding if there isn't some blood. but it usually doesn't go to the point of murder or, death in that sense. The queen begins to just kind of sink down on her one good knee. The other knife, her leg's gone. She takes her now working arm, though working is a very kind of loose sense as there was a dagger in it 30 seconds ago, and rolls over Beatrice. Her body, initially this kind of crumpled fetal position, is now kind of spread eagle on the just red heave tile. She's kind of not standing, but she's on all fours looking down at Beatrice, and they lock eyes for a couple seconds. And she takes the blade and puts it in her hand. And as she does so, she just falls over and does not move. Beatrice is also unable to move. However, she raises the blade, and you just hear her scream. This victorious, agonized scream, and the entire crowd again is just an absolute jubilation as the queen is unable to continue to fight as she is now unconscious.
Medic time.
None of the medics rush to the field.
Clones, baby.
They simply seem to kind of just leave the queen where she stands for the time being. And Beatrice is also left in the arena.
Right then.
I'm guessing they have some sort of high quality cloning facility that just kind of trumps ours by a massive amount.
See, I wouldn't count on that. They can be pretty picky about stuff like that. Just make sure none of them bleed to death. That'd look bad.
I'd say we're good right about now.
They have medics for an obvious reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But none of the medics have
Yeah, but
moved
none
yet,
of the
so
medics are moving.
we
Well, there's
should not intervene. I'm under the firm
I'll
belief.
I'll look over to the medic like this, like kind of nearby, and be like,
Like kind of, nod.
suppose they're just gonna leave him for the time being.
She doesn't acknowledge you even saying anything to her.
All right, fuck you too then. Hey, fucking stuck up pieces of shit. Hey,
Should we just wait till someone clears the body and then we challenge each other? I just want to show off a shield. See if someone gets interested and then sell my product for a royalty.
The bodies continue
Leave it.
to... Go ahead.
just leave it be for now.
As you continue to onlook, Beatrice seems to finally be able to kind of roll herself up, at least, and you see Leon actually charge into the arena, finally, now that there has been some movement in the arena, and he goes to actually pick up the queen. And he picks her up, and then almost as soon as he touches her, the medics snap to him, and they immediately rush in to begin tending to her.
Yeah.
She's been pulled to kind of the outside of the arena, and again, medics also do. Well, one of the two medics begin working on the queen. The other one that was next to the sergeant begins to kind of charge and run towards Beatrice to begin giving her aid as well. However, they're not really taken any further than that. They're just pulled outside the arena and they're being tended to.
Seems okay then.
The arena once again begins to kind of flash and sputter and sparkle, and it resets. Whatever blood and knives and violence was initially there is completely removed.
Okay.
hey, open up comms.
So-
All right, Hector. The fuck's the name of that guy then?
Oh,
Surprise.
I guess not then.
What was his name? Did I get a name?
Fuck.
No.
I don't know his name.
That's gonna be a bit difficult to challenge him then. Oh, actually, no. Were they saying the names at all? Were they challenged? Blah
We
blah.
got.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were saying names. They were saying Your own name and then the name of the person you're challenging.
Yeah, that's the problem. We don't know their name.
Challenge what's his face for now. Grit.
I suppose so.
I mean, it's probably like
to progress things. Sorry, let me add in. His name is Thomas Candid.
Thomas Camden.
Yep.
Okay.
Just to progress things, because you'll loop through, and we do again. There's a lot to do today.
Yeah, we need information though, and if we're not getting it,
Yeah, no, I'll take that. I'll
Yeah.
take that. He's Thomas Candid.
All right, I'm gonna walk up to him.
Hmm.
I'm gonna loudly declare, hang on. I, Marcus Aurelian, challenge you, Thomas Candid.
Everyone goes quiet, and the initial jubilation as the new king and queen of the ISPN Corporation. Everyone looks at you and goes quiet.
Do my invention proud.
The Marine kind of faces you and just begins walking towards the arena.
God damn.
All right.
God damn.
He doesn't say anything. He just kind of waits for you to enter the arena.
Mood, but hey, let's go.
You're about to create a new mood.
continues.
He simply says, "Arm wrestle." And
Shield's
a
not gonna be helpful
table.
for that.
The table, the floor becomes this, the same dirt. It's not mud, but it's a very tough dirt. And what appears to be an old wooden table begins to kind of dazzle into light as he begins to just take off his armor. Now, Thomas, actually roll perception real quick. All right. As you begin, he begins to shed off at least his upper layer of armor plating and gear. Thomas is a built boy, very very muscular and extremely strong. He simply just walks up to the table. It's probably a 6x6 table, or no, it's we'll do 4x4 table. There are clear, distinct wooden pegs on opposite ends of the table, and he simply just slaps his arm on the table, his right-handed arm, or his right hand, and waits for you.
I'll also take off my armor, so not giving him for a disadvantage or anything, And once that's done, I'll also sit down and
I love
my
this
hand.
game
Well,
so
it's
much.
just a wooden table. It's quite literally just a wooden table in a dirt area.
Yeah, I'll also put my hand down then.
Okay. So what I'll need you to do, Kaiser, is you're going to roll strength, and you're going to roll against me.
The fuck would my strength be?
Just do a 1d20 and then plus your grit or something. So I do /GM roll, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since this is I'm under pressure here to win.
Ghost, I'm gonna bring this up now.
I could say that, yeah.
I'm gonna bring this up now because it actually does determine this. The breakdown process for a skill check in the book, it says that you should roll 1d20 and add any relevant modifiers. On a 9 or less, you fail to accomplish your goal and suffer the established consequences, or on a 10 plus, you accomplish your goal.
Right.
So
and there's also 1 through 20, so there's varying degrees of success.
Okay, I just wanted to double check because I had no idea what I was.
Right. Ghost, would you agree I'm under pressure here to win?
That's fair.
All right. Stay cool. +4. Thank you very much.
Very good. All right.
And this is where I roll like a fucking nat 1 or something.
And you roll.
Yeah, really.
I'll take it.
So you lock arms with him, and as soon as you do, Thomas puts you on the back burner. If you think of it, we're going to do it from 180 degrees with
starting at 90. Yeah.
Starting at 90, 0 being he wins, and 180 being you win. Okay.
Right.
As soon as you lock hands, he throws you down to 45.
Ooh, okay.
Roll.
Oh, we gotta keep rolling.
You're
okay.
gonna keep rolling.
It's gonna be a constant contest.
Yeah, Kaiser.
As soon as so you grip and he pushes you down, and as soon as you react on that, you immediately match him back and you fling him down to about 120-degree angles. He is holding on to this peg for dear life, as you can see his entire face just contort and struggle to hold on. Roll.
Yes.
It's almost cheating.
As you do this, he fights and he kicks and he struggles to throw it back to 110 degrees.
Ooh.
Roll. He's fighting. Both of your faces are now covered in sweat, and he continues his assault across the other axis and is able to bring it back to 90 degrees, perfectly even.
How wonderful.
Roll.
Yeah, okay. Ooh.
Thomas is struggling. His face is just covered in sweat. And as you do this, you feel his hand begin to shake a little. And as you continue to kind of just be locked in this perfect dead match, his arm begins to wane towards, and you're back up to 140.
Ah, fuck.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Seeing this weakness, you press hard. You really give it what you have, and you're able to bring him down to that 140, but the fatigue in that push has left you a little vulnerable.
Yeah.
Thomas recognizes this, and he pushes. He gives it all he's got, and he throws you back. You're on the end right now. He's almost got you pinned down to 32. He screams and screams to try and finish this right here and now.
Is anybody else sweating right now?
Okay, yep. Oh!
Oh! They're coming in for the natural 20, Kaiser.
Oh!
You push, and you push, and you look deep inside yourself.
Last burst of adrenaline. Come on.
And you push, and you bring him down. You get so close. You could practically someone could push your hand down, and you would tap him out. You're at like 170. His entire shoulder, his body is arced back while holding on to this peg to try and not let you tap him out. His existence rides on this. One last push.
Mm.
You look at him dead in the eyes, and you can see the fear in his eyes.
He rolls a nat 20 with a +5 bonus. What the
He
fuck?
blinks, and you press, and you can feel the resistance as your hand pushes his hand onto the wooden table.
Hallelujah! Holy shit!
No, fucking the amount of stress in that singular moment.
Yeah! Fuck!
With that, the entire crowd begins to clap. Just a very quiet clap as Thomas, as soon as you tap him, he just drops. Almost like a fish out of water. He just plops onto the ground, and he doesn't say anything. He just sits there for a couple seconds as the nobles begin to just clap and congratulate you, Kaiser. Or Marcus, excuse me.
Yeah.
You done ruined that guy's day.
I've ruined his whole career.
No, literally.
You know, you might need a manager at the factory.
I'm just gonna, I suppose, leave the arena.
declare your winnings.
Do I declare my winnings? No,
Everyone else has. Everyone else has. Yeah.
Not as such. They've mostly been screaming.
It's declare your winnings.
I'm honestly not sure what to do now. I didn't think this would work.
Just leave the arena and look happy for yourself, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
As
Go ahead.
you begin to exit the arena, Leon actually approaches you, you specifically, Kaiser,
Okay.
and he extends a hand and says, "Well done."
I'll extend mine and shake his hand. Thanks.
You both kind of, share a moment, and suddenly all the nobles begin talking to you specifically, Kaiser. Where are you from? How did you learn such technique? What is your exercise regimen? What planet are you from? What system? Do you have any contacts? Where are you from?
Promote the shield, Kaiser. We can make a mint off of this. I'll give you 40% in profits.
They all just begin talking to you specifically.
This is your problem now.
Yeah. I'd love to talk to you all personally at all, but I don't suppose any of you got any work that you need doing.
All of you roll perception.
So 1d20.
Mm-hmm.
And so the drama begins.
Do I have any? Is this looking for something specifically, or is it just like the crowd itself?
General observations.
So read the situation.
No. Just
Okay.
looking. You're just actively looking.
Okay.
Merlin, you notice something as soon as the crowd begins to focus on Kaiser. Off, almost in the sky, the sky's been clear blue. Again, this is almost a little spot in heaven, but there's a speck up in the sky. You can't quite make it out of it, but there just seems to be something just really high up there.
I'm immediately let the group know that something's up above, and I guess How close do I need to be to the shuttle to communicate with the stuff?
As long as you're in the general radius of Lemon, you can communicate to the ship.
Am I close enough?
Where are you? You're in the middle of the room. You're next to the king, who's a good distance away from Lemon, so you need to get a little bit closer so you can communicate to Lemon.
Okay. Well, yeah, essentially I want to ask the AI,
Why the
Is it
fuck did
Katie?
he just get so loud?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll ask Katie, could you scan if there's any ships in the vicinity or anything coming planet side right now?
Let me take a look here. Hang on. Yes, I have 2 large transport vehicles, it looks like, over orbital view of you guys. Why? What's up?
Because we're seeing something, I'm seeing something coming towards us. I want to know if it's going to be a problem.
It's not showing up on my radar besides just large cargo vessels. Could be something for the party.
Mhm. I'll keep an eye on it for now.
Yeah, keep the watch on this thing. We don't want any unwanted surprises.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it.
So getting back to the party, Kaiser, you wanted to ask a question, if I recall.
Yeah, I was asking them if they might happen to have any work for someone such as myself.
One of the dignitaries kind of hands you what appears to be a card, but it almost looks like a data chip, and just says, "We'll be in touch."
I'll give him a nod and I'll go put it in my pants pocket before.
As you
my,
mentioned that, quite a few of them begin to hand you these almost like card things, and
Yeah,
just
probably
pushes them
intentionally
towards you almost.
I guess I'll be taking them all then, because hey, might as well keep our options open.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
It
gonna
probably
use
wouldn't be
my-
good to insult any of these people either. So
Yeah.
You know,
Take
hopefully
their hospitality
Ben
as it
doesn't hold
comes.
a grudge for what I said earlier. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take all the cards that they hand to me, and then I'll put my armor back on because yeah, I don't feel like being shirtless the entire time.
As you begin to do this, Thomas also does the same. However, he redresses himself inside the arena and just kind of returns to his post. He doesn't say anything. He just kind of goes back and continues to stand guard.
All right.
Hopefully
Yeah.
that's the highest drama we'll have to deal with today.
Fuck. I'll just say
As-
for a moment, Ghost. Fuck.
So
That was intense. Loved it. Good job.
as you guys begin to kind of the arena begins to clear out, both the bride and queen are kind of transported, not transported, but they're kind of assisted over to the table that the king has been placed at, and Leon joins them. However, this time he's directly next to his bride / the new queen, and as they all sit down for the first time, the entire ceremony kneels, and they all, I mean, the guards, the people, all of them kneel.
I'll join suit, yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
now part of the family. I have to do this thing, you know.
Fucking Kaiser becomes the most powerful member in the party just by
I
being
am
able
now.
to.
Hey, good fuck! I own a factory, bitches.
I've made him immune to bullets. What have I done?
Wait. So Kaiser owns a factory, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we can literally just fucking build mechs now.
No. It's a munitions
It's not that
factory.
kind of factory. It
So
builds
we have
ammo.
unlimited munitions
doesn't
for
build-
our mechs when we get them. Cool.
Also, where am I getting the materials to build these things for? Are you paying for it?
At any rate, we're
Suddenly
gonna match.
money is a factor.
Yeah,
Haha.
suddenly
So-
money becomes important.
I gotta
So-
manage a factory now.
So as the entire
what the f-
congregation kneels, what are all of you doing?
As I said, I'm also
Kaiser.
gonna be kneeling.
Okay.
What the fuck is
Match.
this song?
Huh?
What the fuck is this song,
Saber?
Kaiser?
What song?
The song you're listening to?
Oh, yeah.
What are you listening to?
Group, what are all of you doing
What's everyone else
respectively?
doing?
I will match.
Okay. Clint?
Very good, Kaiser.
Yeah.
Clint,
Uh,
is Lemon
Um,
done?
Next song is
I'll
even
just-
better.
Lemon's here. Cool.
Continue to watch,
Okay.
I suppose.
Okay. Des? Des is dead?
Is Aiden also kneeling by any chance?
I'm following suit, yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Because I
Okay.
feel like it'd be a problem if we didn't.
As everyone kneels, though some of you do decide to stand, the now appointed king, or president, but essential king of the ISPN, stands up, and you hear a collective "All hail the king" from the crowd. And then the bride, who again, her dress, once white, is now completely covered in a mixture of blood and of her own and the queen's. The entire crowd chants "All hail the queen," and then the entire group stands up and kind of goes about doing everything that they were initially doing. Roll observation.
Can I get a?
Alright then.
Roll
Wait, what'd you
perception.
say?
Who's
Roll
rolling?
perception. All of you.
Everyone?
Roll.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I did it.
I get
Grit is a beautiful thing.
+2 for perception, I believe. Yeah.
Oof.
Dog, are you level 2?
Did I forget to level up last time?
You've only been on like one mission, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you
Well,
should be on
was
to
he
level
there for
1.
the
You don't get
tutorial?
a +1.
Yeah, he was there for the tutorial.
Yeah.
So, well, you got one for the tutorial, and then If you
It's
were there
not-
last
it's
time,
every
you
level.
also got a level.
He
I
wasn't
was-
here last time.
Yeah,
Was he?
I was here partially. I didn't level up after that. Because I had to go
It's
early.
your call, Ghost, if your level's done up then.
No, full
Well,
participation.
also, I'm.
Okay, so no, you don't get a +1 for grit. So you
It's
still
a
Well,
full one.
I think it depends on how you distribute your stuff because I'm only licensed level 1 and I've got a +1 grit.
Is it?
I
thought
mean,
it
it
was
does.
for
It definitely does. Because there's different perks that will give you bonus grit.
No,
I mean, I
thought
have
you,
s-
I thought you got grit only for every level 2 levels. I guess
mean,
level 1 also gives you
I-
a point. I don't know.
I mean, I have
guess.
spot, so like. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well,
So-
spot is a +2.
The
Yeah.
point of this is that as this occurs, one of the guards drops dead.
What the fuck?
Which
Which
one?
And
god?
the
Oh, that
one
one, okay.
adjacent to Des. And Saber, the thing that you had noticed off in the distance is now very, very close. And as the guard
Okay,
drops
fine.
dead, the
Can
one
Can
of
I
the
can I get a distance on how close that is?
you don't know where
I-
the shot came from. You just see the
No,
body.
I meant the ship.
I'm assuming
I've
me
got
and
a
Lemon
smart
would also
scope
see
that's-
this.
A few
I've got a smart
kilometers,
scope.
probably, but it's closing fast.
Okay.
Ghost.
Hmm?
I'm
Because I've got
assuming
a
me and
smart
Lemon would also
scope
see
that,
this, or
God. Give up.
Yeah. I mean, again, you see the body fall over.
Hmm.
What dog?
Kaiser? Shield.
yeah, but I don't know where it came from. That's the problem.
Since it started in that corner, assume that direction, I suppose. We don't exactly have a better point of reference.
I'm gonna wait for Dog to stop stropping.
To what?
Ghost at
Who died?
who?
Does
Des died.
You might
Yeah,
wanna move
Ghost
up on
asked
the
you what
AFK.
you was on about, Dog, and you
I
just
was-
stayed silent. So
yeah, well, every time I tried to speak, you kept like talking over me. So
To the point. Just get to the point.
I have a smart scope that like has high resolution magnification up to 2 miles, so like, and can provide distance. So like,
All you know is the
So-
giant blob thing that Saber had pointed out is closing fast.
okay,
That's all you can
well,
really tell. It's still quite far away, but you see something's closing fast.
Which direction is it closing from?
It's almost right on top of you, but it's coming in from the east.
okay.
So, over
So
here.
we've got a fuck all ship coming over from the right.
Yep.
all right, well I'm gonna
Sorry,
start rushing-
southeast. I should be more specific.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Vaguely
start rushing
here-ish.
over to these guys and stand behind my shield. Yada yada.
As the soldier does drop, all of the guards immediately go into this alerted state and begin to crowd around the royal family, essentially.
Hmm.
I might drop into hidden real quick.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stay put for the time being because I can't provide any meaningful cover to the family.
Full
Okay.
shield. Let's go. Bop.
As all of you do this, Des sees the body and panics, and she runs towards the closest pillar and drops into the fetal position.
Nice.
Probably move her up from the AFK. Cat, just saying.
No, I think Des is just AFK.
Well, you might want
So I will give her. So she
Yeah, let
is
me
currently
ping her.
prone and in hard cover against this wall.
I
As all of
Also-
you continue to kind of group up, one of the green team falls over and drops dead.
do we hear any shots or anything?
No, it's a subsonic shot.
Or
Alpha Bravo, get behind cover now.
Sir!
You know.
And they both
Yeah.
these
Treat
two
and cover.
kind of
Yeah, sure, I'll be right up.
group and just
Sorry,
kind
I'm gonna have to go. I'll be right back.
of
Okay.
kind of just get into
Is
cover.
the quick question, is the size of the shuttle that we came in currently true in reference to the size of the people?
There you go. Is that what you're asking about?
All right. Yeah, is that true reference size?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
giant thing. Again, it's not all proportionately accurate just because the tiles are a little bit wibbly wobbly for this, but I'm still trying to learn proportions.
I'm
I
gonna,
mean, like,
because that makes it only like currently like 20 feet long at the moment.
Well, let's see. It has enough space to fit in. What was it?
10 people.
16 or so.
There.
Because
That
that
should
was
be more
feet.
accurate.
Sounds
it was
about
the
right.
20s
Yeah.
we brought, and then us.
That's much better. All right.
Yeah.
So we could bring like half of the people here in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna call inside to the pilot and tell him to move closer to the party to provide cover and exit transport.
I don't
I could
suppose you
do that,
also
but if you
try
want
and
everyone to go
call-
flying, you're gonna see a lot of bodies moving.
Well, just provide as much cover as you can.
Then I'm gonna be right here for you.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm gonna.
If we rush the party guests into the shuttle, we might be able to.
We can't fit everyone in.
Roll perception, or roll a sight check real quick.
Who?
All of you.
Okay.
Another one?
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
So
I
mine
can
would be 17.
easy.
As all of you have now noticed, what was initially